Alrighty. It says we
We're
are live.
we're here.
Welcome everybody that's watching and in the chat or whatever. I notice we got Aphrodite Lee here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
I will be not looking at the chat. I'm already designated Tillery to keep up with that. So if y'all are typing the chat and I don't respond, it's her fault.
It's totally my fault. Taking all that on.
Don't blame me.
Look my way.
So yeah. But yeah, I just got the notification on my phone. Holy shit. I don't get notifications from anybody else.
Yeah,
Actually, I think I figured it out, or at least for me.
Yeah.
On my phone, I don't get the notifications because I have 3 different accounts. I have my personal band music account, I have my author account, and I have a gaming account. And I usually I got them all logged in. I just have to switch accounts.
Sure
I don't have to re-log in. But I usually keep my personal band one since I'm subscribed to more people there or whatever, and it's just more like a catch-all type account.
Right.
And I've noticed if I click remind me or notify me on those, it will notify me because that's the one that's open. And if I actually switch over to my author channel or something, and then got that as my active page and I do it, and then it will notify me. Any other time it won't. It'll notify me when I get comment on any of my accounts, but it won't notify me for any of those.
It was like, no, that's what's happening.
So yeah, I was about to say I just got that notifications because I'm subscribed to myself.
Nice.
So yeah. But yeah, so I think that's at least my issue with it. I can't remember to stay logged into the others.
I don't know mine. I don't get shit. I just get the notice of yours though. Like surprisingly, I never get noticed for nothing. But I think if I'm on YouTube, then they don't notify me. But like, but bitch, I might not be on YouTube. You're still supposed to notify.
Like I said, if that's the one I've used last, or wherever I still kind of have open or wherever in the background, I'll get notified. The other ones won't. So, yeah. But today we are doing another murder mystery. It's been a good while, over a year probably, since we've done these.
Yep,
this one, let's see, Murder at the Motel.
Yeah, Murder at the Motel. Don't be going to motels, y'all. Murder could happen.
Yeah, I figured this would be perfect since it's October, Halloween. Yeah. So this would be amazing. This is just a one and done box. It's not going to be multiple series, so we should be able to solve it in the stream. Yeah. It says it's out of 5 stars or 5 diamonds, what they have. It's a 4 difficulty wise. It just classifies it as medium, but it's not quite hard. I guess a little bit harder than just actual medium.
We shall see.
It says 45 minutes to 60 minutes. I don't know. I got a feeling it's probably going to take us 2 or 3 hours, but maybe not.
It's only 2 of us trying to solve this.
Yeah, so it says 1+ people, at least 14 and older. So yeah, the little thing I had planned on doing a video like I did when we did the Moon Summit mystery or whatever. This is made by the same company.
Yeah.
I had intended doing like a little promo video like what I did for that. Just kind of with some free stock image clips and stuff. And I didn't get around to it. I've been busy with kids and sports and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of read y'all what this is about before we actually get into it. Yeah. This isn't your typical road trip pit stop. When a man hired to make repairs in a remote desert motel is discovered dead in one of the rooms by the housekeeper, police are looking at an escaped convict on the run as the only suspect. But the guests who stayed at the motel that weekend have secrets that might just point to someone else as the real killer. Secrets that only you can bring to light. Do you have what it takes to hunt a killer? So yeah. And then I got all the evidence and stuff over here, but I've also taken pictures of the actual physical evidence and scanned everything. And so I will be showing it all up on the screen. But if I need to examine it a little bit closer for whatever reason, maybe I took a picture of the front side and forgot the back or something, I can pull it out. Yep. So yeah. Oh, let's see here. Let's go ahead and got a couple of comments from Aphrodite before we get started. Of all the fun things to do at motel, murder is not one of them. Yeah, but solving a murder is.
This is true. There's
that. Let's say heads up. I cannot see, so not sure how much help I will be. That's fine.
Some of it will just be reading. Yeah,
I was about to say we'll be reading. That's the first good little bit of this stream will be us kind of reading and first examining these because I haven't looked at it.
That's right.
And all that stuff. So yeah, let's get started. Let's share my screen. All right. Gray Investigations. This is from Michelle Gray, which was our PI for the Moon Summits. I think all of Honey Killers is like
Are you
that.
talking about that one who was an alcoholic?
Yeah, I was about to say. I know.
Oh
Then
God,
we
she's
had
not
some.
reliable.
She was more worried about drinking and sending us cocktail recipes than actually
Right?
doing anything.
That's all she cared about. She wasn't
So
trying
I
to
wonder
solve
how much of
shit.
that's going to play into this. I
I
don't know.
doubt she
But this
changed her
isn't going to be
ways all the time.
as elaborate since that was a 6-box thing. This is just a one and done. So I don't know.
She won't have much time to drink, you saying?
Maybe. Or at least not enough to try to influence us.
That's pretty funny. You're right, trying to get us in on that.
Yeah. Because I remember there's like a recipe book and shit on her
Right,
website or whatever.
she was like, "Yeah, get this
what the hell?
tequila, get this." I'm like,
And they had a soundtrack playlist thing that we could listen to. I was like, okay.
Aphrodite talking about, cocktail recipes are necessary. This is hard work. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's no surprise she wasn't solving no cases. I'm just saying.
All right. So her letter is, "Hello, investigator. I appreciate your help with this case. The victim is a 32-year-old man, just like me, named Julian Forward. Yeah, I guess. A contractor from California whose body was discovered at the Sunset Motel in Garfield, Nevada. You'll learn more from my contact, Veronica Rodriguez, and her neighbor, Eugene Young. I'll let Veronica's letter explain their story, such as it is. The police are looking for Chad Wilhelm, their prime suspect. However, Miss Rodriguez has some insight that causes her to doubt Mr. Wilhelm's involvement in the homicide. My opinion, leave no stone unturned. I pulled in a favor to get the Garfield PD to hand over the police report. It's not complete yet since they haven't caught Mr. Wilhelm, but it should give you a better understanding of the basic facts of the case. There are a lot of moving parts to this one, but don't get discouraged. You have a variety of resources at your disposal. It might be helpful to start by establishing a timeline of events. Start by reading through what the guests said they were doing, then check those stories against the time records provided by the police, then figure out who had a motive to murder Mr. Ford, and who could have been with him at the time of his death. That should help you identify the murderer, at which point we can tip the police. One last thing, the murder weapon hasn't been found yet. If you can figure out what it is, that would be a huge help in your investigations. Miss Rodriguez seems stuck in limbo. If you can crack this case, you can save her. Good luck, Michelle Gray. So it looks like we're probably going to have to keep up with times and stuff and kind of cross-reference things.
Okay.
Maybe people's alibis and stuff.
Yeah, when I check out the scanned evidence, it looked like a lot of time stamps are on the things.
Yeah, so I figure that's going to be a good portion of this, and then we got to figure out the murder weapon.
Yep.
All right, so here's the police report.
Okay.
It's 3 pages. Responding officers: Officer Hutch Diggins, Officer Amanda Klein, homicide, Sunset Motel, blah, blah.
Ongoing.
Yeah, incident description. Officers Hutch Diggins and Amanda Klein respond to a call Sunday at 3:52 p.m. from the front desk at the Sunset Motel. They arrived at the scene at 4:26. They met Mr. Stuart Dance, the owner, in the parking lots. Explaining he was the one who called the police, Mr. Dance led officers to room 106 at the motel, which is not currently rented out. Mr. Dance unlocked the door to the room to allow officers entry. No sign of forced entry was detected on the door or door frame. Upon entry to the room, Officer Diggins and Klein took note of the scene. The room had been undergoing renovations. According to Mr. Dance, several sections of drywall were removed from the north wall so that the wooden beams and studs were exposed. The furniture in the room had been consolidated and covered in a heavy clear plastic sheet immediately to the left of the door in the northwest corner. 2 twin beds, a nightstand, a small dresser with a television, and a lamp sitting on the dresser. Several sheets of drywall were propped up against the south wall. A toolbox was on the ground in front of the closet door on the east wall. The toolbox was open and some small screws and fasteners were strewn around the area. A large work light fastened atop a tripod stand, was on in the southeast corner of the room, pointing at the north wall. Officers observed a man identified by Mr. Dance as Julian Ford lying on his back on the floor in a pool of blood originating from his head. His right eye was open and his left eye was ruptured. There was a long, tapered smear of blood on his shirt and no other visible wounds. At this point, Officer Diggins asked Mr. Dance if he was aware of anyone else entering the room. Mr. Dance said that the housekeeper living on the premises was the person who had discovered the body. Officer Klein asked Mr. Dance to retrieve the housekeeper for some preliminary questions and to inform the rest of the people staying at the motel to remain in their rooms. Mr. Dance returned with the housekeeper as requested. Officer Klein met the housekeeper outside of room 106, and the housekeeper identified herself as Veronica Rodriguez. She said that she had returned from a long lunch at 3:30, and that was when she went looking for Mr. Ford in room 106. And she was speaking God, my bad. And she was speaking with Miss Rodriguez. Officer Klein witnessed a male individual approximately 5'9" to 6 feet tall, with short blonde hair and an athletic build, run out of room 102, get behind a wheel of a gray muscle cart, and speed away. Miss Rodriguez identified the vehicle as her own and the individual as Chad Wilhelm, the escaped convict from High Desert Penitentiary. Miss Rodriguez explained that Mr. Wilhelm was her ex-fiance. Officer Klein asked Miss Rodriguez if she knew where the fugitive may have headed, given their history. She denied knowing anything about where he may be headed. So we got a couple of times there on that first page. We got, let's see, what was that? The call was made at 3:52.
Yeah, 3:52.
The officers arrived at 4:26.
Took them a while.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Almost a little over.
Listen, cats, there's a murder going on here.
Well, he's already dead.
Sure, that's no point in rushing.
Yeah, she took lunch or returned from lunch at 3:30.
Yeah.
So that's what, 22 minutes before the police were called.
Yeah.
So that's when she went looking for him, but not exactly when she actually found him, apparently.
True. She came back from lunch at 3:30. So
yeah, and then it said that Mr. Dance was the one that called the cops. So she would have came back from lunch, went, found him at some points, and then went and found Mr. Dance at some point and told him, and then he called. So it's just like, okay, if I find somebody, I'm calling the police right then. I'm not gonna go look for whoever owns a building first.
Yeah, forget that, because I ain't trying to get blamed for shit.
I know, right?
That's my right away, man.
I was like, they'll know something's going on when the
all
police
this time in between, they're gonna be questioning like I did shit. No, I'm calling right away. Like, I found somebody dead and blah blah blah. Like, y'all need to get hit.
I go looking for the owner afterwards.
After I made the call, like I'm calling myself.
And if I can't find them, I'm sure once the police showed up with their sirens blaring, he would come out.
Right.
All right. Page 2. Officer Klein then left to pursue the fugitive while Officer Diggins remained at the motel to secure the scene. Time check was 5:09.
Okay, he been gone for a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
Like they arrived at 4:26. They went after him at 5:09. Like y'all tried to give him a head start, I think. But I guess that's how that works. They got to talk.
Well, I think this. I mean, they was talking to Mr. Dance, and then he left to go get Miss Rodriguez. So I mean, during all that point in time, I don't think all that happened. A little
bit of a head start. I'm just saying, like, if they think he did, apparently, he did.
Yeah, I don't know how long of a wait that was, but yeah. An intoxicated man approached Officer Diggins from the pool deck and introduced himself as Richard Cogswell. Mr. Cogswell verified to Officer Diggins that he had seen a car Mr. Wilhelm had taken being used by Miss Rodriguez earlier in the day. Mr. Cogswell saw Mr. Rodriguez leave around 1:30, right before he went to the fitness center. Mr. Cogswell then informed Officer Diggins that his wife's turtle was stolen.
Yeah, that guy.
That was one of the evidence we'll see after all.
His crazy ass.
Mr. Cogswell was slurring his words and trailing off. Miss Rodriguez confirmed that she left for her lunch break around 1:30. How long of a fucking lunch did she get?
She got 2 hours. 2 hours?
I never worked somewhere where I got 2 hours fucking lunch.
I'm
lucky if I get 1 hour.
I was gonna say, they be trying to come after you at
a fucking motel. You ain't even really all that fucking busy.
And she like the housekeeper?
Yeah, and then she lives on the premises.
Wow, she couldn't go to her place to eat lunch? What the fuck she leaving for?
Who fucking knows?
For 2 hours?
I know, right? Are you keeping up with these times?
Yeah, I made some notes of times that they mentioned.
I picked up my pen and been aiming on it and just haven't. So I'll go back and do that after a while. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Officer Diggins then removed himself from the conversation with Mr. Cogswell and spoke with each of the other guests at the motel in turn. Eugene Young, a long-stay guest, said he was performing at the lounge at the Ambitious Card Casino next to the motel. Officer Diggins had observed Mr. Young arrive on the scene on foot carrying a guitar case at roughly 5:30. He was walking from the direction of the casino. Mr. Young said he had become close to the victim since the victim started working on the motel 2 months ago. He believed that the victim harbored an interest in becoming a musician or poet of some kind, and Mr. Young had taken him under his wing. Mr. Young then excused himself to his room. So I'm going to keep a
he knew him, so he knew the victim.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a list of the suspects. We got...
yeah, I'm doing that too. The housekeeper, Miss Rodriguez, Richard Cogswell, who's about his wife's fucking turtle, and then Eugene Young, the musician.
Right.
Who obviously...
You think Stewart, the owner?
I guess... I mean, honestly, everybody's a suspect, to be honest.
Yeah, I was about to say...
Mr. Stewart Dance, his name is.
Yeah,
I'll put him down here too.
I was about to say, he might just call the cops because she came and told him. So he's like, I have to now.
Look, he could have called cops anyway. I mean, people done murdered people and called the cops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mr. Dance, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna write down the escaped convicts since the box basically says that's probably not it.
I just wrote his name so I could run a line to anybody who knew him or whatever fuck. Because I mean, I was about to say he might have like a hand in it. At this point. That's why he didn't run the fuck out of room 102, but fuck, that could have been anything.
Yeah, I mean, he died in room 106. I mean, if it's like most motels, that's on the same floor or whatever. It's on the bottom floor. He could just ran and hid in that room for a while.
I'm already suspicious that I think obviously that the murder weapon is going to be some kind of tool from the toolbox.
Yeah, that's one thing, especially since they said there's some screws or something laying around. And
he's hit in the back of the head.
Ruptured. Or
eye ruptured for maybe a hammer or something.
Yeah, or something could have been stabbed it or something like a nail or screw or something. Yeah, screwdriver.
I mean, lots of things to be in the toolbox that fuck you up.
Oh, yeah.
Aphrodite, let me see what she said in the chat.
I'm going to scroll down real fast and see if I can find any more names.
I'm sure it's quite a few, actually. Now, how many people stay in this bitch?
I mean, it's a motel, so.
That's a lot of these motherfuckers. I mean, but they all, everybody at the hotel would kind of be, so hopefully ain't that many motherfuckers. Candace White and shit next, right?
Yeah, Candace White, Buck
I don't trust
Crabtree,
Candace, man.
Ava Crabtree. So I guess that's probably husband and wife, maybe.
Buck Crabtree. And another Crabtree. One. Oh, I guess they married or something.
Yeah, figure probably husband and wife. Or brother and sister or something.
Something related.
Okay, then it kind of quits with the suspects. So maybe that's just it. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus the convicts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you said Aphrodite had commented.
Yeah, she got some stuff. She said, she said those damn stewards. It's a different spelling. It's a different spelling, Stewart.
It is, because that's how you spell the first name.
Exactly. And the last name.
I had a supervisor named Stewart. I can't get away from my name. Like, there's so many Dereks around here, and then one of my supervisors at one of the places I work,
both
name was Stewart. I was like, God,
can't escape it, man.
I can't, and I fucking hated him.
I hate your ass. Got my name too.
Yeah, I was
Fuck
like,
you.
oh. And that's also like I try to tell people like the way I spell Stewie with the Y. That's how you spell the last name abbreviated to Stewie. The IE is for the first name.
Yep.
But
people
do what they do.
They do, especially with names. She's at Miss Scarlet in the library with the wrench, with the wrench
Mr. Or what is it, Colonel Mustard?
Yeah. She's like,
he was like, it's mustard.
She said, I wrote a mystery back in the day where everybody was involved with the murder, which is why no one could initially solve it. You're right, though. Students were being killed. All the teachers were doing it. Shit, you got people with the housekeeper can hand out and take extended breaks. Can head out and take extended breaks. Yeah, well,
it's like I'm gonna go clean my room over here.
Extended breaks, like bitch. So look, she said stewards cannot be trusted. Yeah. She said, remind me again who the victim is. The victim is Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
What's his
Julian
first name? Julian Ford. Yeah. Mr. Julian Ford.
Yeah. 32-year-old dude from California. This takes place in Nevada.
Yeah.
He's a contractor.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
All right, back to these crazy people now.
All right, Candace White said that for most of the day she was in the business center making phone calls and working through emails. She appeared worried, and when Officer Diggins asked her why she appeared worried, Miss White said she was concerned about a work-related issue. She said she was involved in commercial real estate. She said she never met the victim.
Okay, let's take a note that she said that.
Okay. Buck Crabtree. Yeah, especially if something comes up later.
Right. She never met him.
Because I think we have a journal from the victim. So if
if he mentioned that bitch.
I was about to say, mention something about, I met with Candace or
you'd be like, this bitch, don't trust bitches named Candace. I'm just
too close to Karen.
Yeah, it is, man.
But yeah. All right. Buck Crabtree said he was at the casino from early in the morning until 11:30. Trying to capitalize on good luck from the poker tournament he had won the day before. He returned to the motel because his wife asked him to find their daughter's lost good luck charm. He said he only met the victim when Mr. Ford arrived at the room to check the AC unit that day. After that encounter, Mr. Crabtree then returned to the casino until his wife and daughter returned. Okay. So maybe something with the
he didn't meet him.
Who was it Mr. Young? I can't remember. The singer dude?
Yeah, the singer guy who met him.
Yeah, Eugene. Because he was at the casino. That's where he was performing. So
yeah,
maybe cross-reference their stories. Ava Crabtree said she was with their daughter Olivia at the volleyball tournament in Reno. Miss Crabtree said that after the volleyball tournament, she took her daughter to get ice cream. She said she didn't know the victim. So she was at a volleyball tournament, but
okay,
I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing Buck would be her husband, since they both mentioned. But he said something about she left to go get a good luck charm, which I guess could have been for the volleyball tournament.
Could have been.
But she didn't say anything about going and getting.
Every guy's like, sure.
Yeah. All right. And then at around 6 p.m., Officer Klein radioed to confirm that she had lost sight of the suspect in Reno and was returning to the motel. So, I mean, the volleyball tournament would have been close to this place. At 5:45, the medical examiner arrived on scene. I don't know why they didn't put that before the 6, but okay. At 6:30, the body was cleared and taken to the morgue. Officer Diggins returned to the motel Monday afternoon and requested from Mr. Dance the records of guest activity over the weekend. Mr. Dance provided Officer Diggins a printout of electronic lock key card activity and the invoice for each guest who was checked into the motel at the time of the murder. Officer Diggins again met with Ms. Rodriguez and advised her that it is in her best interest to cooperate with the police to avoid being charged as an accessory to murder or with harboring a fugitive. Prime suspects Chad Wilhelm is currently at large. He may be armed and should be considered dangerous.
But of course.
Which that's the escaped convicts. Then the final, crime scene. There he is.
You
got that eye gouged out. blood streak.
So he has a head wound, but a ruptured eye. So does that mean it was hit from the back or hit from the front? I wonder.
Did it actually say he had a head wound? I thought it just said there was blood.
I think it's a head wound
Because that could have came from his eye. I mean, it looks like it's more on the side.
But it really depends if the eye ruptured. It possibly he got stabbed from the back of the head through the eye, which would be messy.
Let's see.
I think he said head wound.
Okay, and observed to lying on his back, like I was on the floor, with a pool of blood originating from his head.
Okay. Well,
so it doesn't really say it's a wound on his head. I mean, his face is part of his head.
They said originated from his head.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
your face is kind of part of it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to get all technical, it depends. But it doesn't say the back.
The pool of blood was just originating.
Yeah, so I mean, that could have been from his eye or something, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he got his eye ruptured, gouged out, something.
Yeah, but he it's the ruptured eye, but he got stabbed right in the fucking eye, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. That's just the officers' names. So that's the police report.
Okay.
We got Veronica's letter. So
you want me to read something?
If you want. I think we got this, and then we got this thing to read.
Is that the letter from someone?
Yeah, and then I think everything else is more like evidence and smaller stuff.
Okay.
So if you want to read these two.
Yeah, okay. Dear Mr. Gray, please help me. Someone close to me was murdered. Julian and I met when he was hired to fix up this motel. He looked like an average, hardworking guy, but I know he had the soul of an artist. Okay. He saw something in me too, I think. Something more than just another housekeeper. Julian was so different from my ex, Chad. To think I almost married Chad until he tried to rob a bank. Oh, listen to him. Now he's the main suspect in Julian's murder. So the day before everything went wrong, Chad surprised me with a visit. He said he was out on parole, which now I know was a lie. When the cops showed up here after Julian was killed, Chad stole my car and took off. He escaped. They still haven't found him. Meanwhile, the cops keep coming around to my place asking if I know where Chad is and why he killed Julian. But I don't know anything. They say that if I don't help them, they'll throw me in jail. But I didn't do anything. Maybe the cops will finally leave me alone if you can help me figure out what happened that day. I thought Chad was in his room the whole time, but he could have slipped out at some point. I just don't know when. Okay. I've dug through the trash to try and find clues that might help. I don't have a lot, but I've included as much as I could. My neighbor, Eugene, is this pretty observant guy who writes songs about the guests who come through here. Well, some of his songs might be evidence. I think his lyrics might give you more insight into the people who were here the weekend Julian died. There are some things that belong to Julian, too, like his keepsake box. That's that box you probably talk about. Eugene found it in the riverbed, which I don't get. Julian kept what he called his little memories in there. I don't think he would have thrown it away like that. Please, you have to help me. I don't want to go to jail. I want to be far away from all of this. Sincerely, Veronica Rodriguez.
Okay.
Look at Aphrodite about Chad, another one never to trust.
Yeah. So
what do you think about that?
It sounds like she was potentially a love interest type to the victim. She was talking about early on.
Yes, like Julian, blah, blah, with Chad. And apparently, so I guess Chad escaped from jail and did not get out on parole because that's really why he was running then.
Yeah.
When the cops got, they thought they was there to get him probably. Hence why he took off.
Yeah.
So,
and then also, since she basically said that, since he had told her that she was on parole, but guess she wasn't or something.
So the housekeeper had a relationship with Julian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Let's see here. So yeah, that lockbox thing that I mentioned, we have,
Yes, that was
was
Julian's, right?
yeah, that was Julian's, and they said they found it at the bottom of the river or
It was
lake or
like
something.
floating in a river or some shit. And she said he has memories in that he wouldn't throw it away, so that was suspicious.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. All right. So
Well,
we
we
got
have a
this.
reason why Chad ran besides being a murderer. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's him so far, but we just want to keep
Yeah.
moving.
I mean, well, since the back of the box said that that's who the police wanted, but
Yeah, really.
there's other things that could be somebody else. So yeah.
Like everybody else, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So we got something from Jefferson Redmayne
Okay.
Schuster Inc. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Schuster.
Get quiet. Oh,
Yeah.
is this to Mr. Dance? Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I can read this one. Dear Mr. Dance, I would like to reiterate one last time the position of Jefferson Redmond Schuster and Corp, like JRS, with regard to the possible purchase of your property. Oh, someone's trying to buy it. JRS is prepared to offer you $14.66 per square foot for your 1.3 acres at blah 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 Garfield, Nevada, for a total of $830,166. Okay. JRS remains highly interested and motivated to make this transaction a reality. However, it has become apparent to JRS that an independent contractor by the name of Julian Ford is as yet unpaid for improvements made to your motel and has threatened a lien on your property. Hopefully, you can understand that any property under threat of lien would be a liability that we have no interest in purchasing. They do. While JRS is still prepared to offer the above amount for your property, that offer is now conditional on the resolution of the matter with Mr. Ford. You have until Monday morning, when I will have to return to my office in Los Angeles to report the outcome of this deal to my team. I look forward to speaking with you once the necessary conditions have been met. Truly, Candace White.
Okay, so she was there. Is that the one that says she was in the office or whatever the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time she's worried
Okay.
about a deal with work or what the fuck. So
Yeah.
Candace had a letter to Mr. Dance, who's now a high suspect of murder.
Yeah, because he hasn't paid the
He has
victim and
he has
he
a
wants to sell
motive.
this place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 800,000. That's probably a lot to somebody, not a lot of money. So Candace White knows Mr. Dance,
Yeah.
and Mr. Dance is now at the
Was
top of
she
the
one
totem
that says
pole.
she didn't know the victim?
She said she didn't know the victim,
Okay.
but I mean,
I can
she
see that. I mean,
technically
she's,
doesn't know the victim, but she knows
yeah.
of the victim.
Yeah.
But that's a
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
on words on her part, because she could have mentioned that if she was
Yeah.
giving
I
forthcoming
mean,
with
it's like whenever
information.
I was doing, legal transcripts, I didn't know those people. I
You
knew.
don't know them, so she was playing with
Yeah.
words though.
Yeah.
She knew
So,
of him, but she doesn't know him. She didn't meet him, but she knew of him,
yeah.
obviously. But that was she just didn't mention it because it's work related, and she probably cares about her job more than anything else.
Yeah. Probably
Mr. Dance now has a motive.
confidentiality.
He has a motive to have want him dead.
Yeah. Because as long as he still owed him, then
Yep.
he wasn't going to
He put a
lie.
lien on that shit.
Yeah.
Julian wasn't playing. He said, "Bitch, get my money. Like you ain't selling shit to my money."
Right.
Not
All
gonna
right.
sell.
So let's see. Can I keep it like, yeah, I'll keep it like this. All right. We got a little newspaper clipping.
Okay.
This is the inmate escapes high desert penitentiary. Police are on statewide manhunt for Chad Wilhelm, 35, a convicted felon who escaped custody yesterday from High Desert Penitentiary. Prison warden Gregory Manville refused to comment on the possible method of Wilhelm's escape. Wilhelm is 5 feet 10 inches tall with short blonde hair. He may be hitchhiking. Surrounding local jurisdictions have been informed of Wilhelm's escape. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call the local police department. Wilhelm was convicted of armed robbery and assault with a deadly weapon after his attempt to rob the Salt Wells, Nevada branch of the United American Financial Bank 9 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's something she was talking about. He tried to rob.
Yeah, so that was 9 years ago.
That's a bit ago. Well, I guess because you rob banks don't mean you kill motherfuckers either. So
I know, right?
People be jumping to conclusions and shit.
And then this is the back of it, which I know.
Giraffe kills man? Did I read that right?
I don't know. It's cut off, so I don't know if it's a man or what. But I know. I remember when we did the one about the chick with the wedding ring.
Yeah.
The one that was supposed to get married. Yeah. That got murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember they had a newspaper thing, and on the backside that looked just like a bunch of nonsense. It had some clues, so I went ahead and made sure I scanned this in. So
exactly, they're trying to
just in case,
dude. This will fucking giraffe kill somebody. I'm
sorry, like just kick it is like just bam, Sparta.
They kind of. Oh my god!
Donkey kick them, just bam, knock them out.
Oh my god, dude!
Sun Valley resident Wallace Gronk, 48, was trampled to death last night when an escaped giraffe charged into his backyard hot tub.
Damn,
he's like, man, I was just chilling in here.
In his hot tub, and the giraffe come running through. What the final destination death is that?
Yep. According to his widow. Do what?
I said final destination need to get clever with their murders then. This is some good shit.
I know, right? According to his widow, Gronk had just settled into the oaken tub. Oaken. I guess because it's made of oak. Okay. I was like, what? When the animal burst through the fence and ran straight at him. Winifred Gronk, who had been about to join her husband for a romantic evening, reportedly watched in horror as the creature stumbled into the tub and frantically attempted to escape, trampling Wallace Gronk in the process. Wally was screaming and flailing his arms about, but it just kept stepping on him. Man, I don't know if I can fucking take this thing serious. Winifred Gronk said the giraffe. I don't know if that's the same thing. Yeah, no. Then it's the giraffe named Pickles.
Pickle
had escaped earlier that day from Nature Wild Animal Park, located in Spanish Springs, Nevada. Park owner Guy Burnenfield reported the animal missing after it slipped through a hole in an enclosure earlier that day. That's a big ass fucking hole. I've been meaning to fix that hole. I bet you have. I don't like going near Pickles. Burnenfield said, "He scares me. I don't. It don't surprise me he killed a man. He hates people." The giraffe was safely recaptured by the Nevada State Wildlife Authority. When asked to comment, the NSWA spokeswoman Janice Gills said, "You don't normally see that type."
Yeah, you don't usually hear about that type of kill. Like, honestly, though.
What is this? Calls will be monitored and subject to a $9.99 surcharge after the first whatever seconds. After the first minute, the surcharge will be raised to $19.99 before something. Anything you say during the call may be used against you in the court of law. Manifest Des Tiki Saloon and Tiki Bar. I don't know. I think that's just a bunch of nonsense. I don't know if there's going to be a giraffe.
No,
that might have been what happened. A giraffe could have ran into that fucking motel room, stomped on him, stepped in his eye, and then ran out. I don't know.
That's
my main suspect right now.
I can't do anything in your chat. We got a person putting ads in your chat, so I can't do nothing about it besides report it because I don't have a wrench for your channel.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking know how to do that. Let's see here. Can I fucking block user?
Every time. Yeah. Like, anybody got time for your ass, buddy? Bye.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Trying to solve murder and shit.
I know, right?
Oh, fuck.
If you want to go through there, I noticed Aphrodite had posted some shit.
Yeah, she said.
Fucking giraffe.
I'm sorry, but that's funny as fuck.
It is. I'm gonna have to do some shit like that in one of my stories.
I know
I
we
kill
really
enough
have
people.
some
They
crazy,
gotta die.
goofy ass murders like that. After I was talking about his head, she said was gross when he, his eye and shit. The eyes part of his head. Yep. Chad, another one that would trust you, right? Too easy to blame him though. Need more info before I blame Chad. Not blaming Chad. It ain't Chad anyway. It's part of that motherfucking dance. You can't trust that motherfucker. Let's see.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have to fucking pay his employees. Fuck it.
Yeah, he want that money, but he don't want to pay motherfuckers either.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't got the money to pay him.
He said, it's self-involved. Probably resolved.
His family afterwards.
She said, probably resolved. Dude is dead. Oh, nothing. Yeah, that's what it looked like. She said, red herring not falling for it. She was saying that paper part. She said, is that a typo? Shouldn't it say manifest destiny? Talking about that tiki bar thing. So much need a wrench scrapping. True. So much escaping. Yeah, well, they give me a wrench. I wonder if the dude killed him with like a fucking drill, or like I don't know, something stuck in his eye. It could be anything in that fucking toolbox.
Yeah,
Toolbox is full of crazy
screwdriver or
screwdriver sounds likely. He said because
fucking awls are pretty
ruptured, so definitely something stuck in it more likely. Yeah. She said, "But I love my boy Pickles. I mean, Pickles is crazy. He like targeted that dude or something. He wasn't.
And they just took him back, I guess. I was like, man, he needs to go to jail.
He a giraffe. I don't think they're gonna put him down. It was a mistake. He was just running through. Yeah, so right.
He just put his hot tub in the fucking line.
He got in the hot tub. This trampled. I like how they said he was frail in his arms. Like, why y'all gotta say that?
Shit. All right. So here we get to some of the actual evidence.
Okay, here we go.
This is room invoice. See, does this say who?
I'm not sure.
Guest signature.
Is that?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that? Is that?
I don't know.
Chat? No. Who is that?
Oh, it says room number.
105.
So we might have to figure that. Room 102. Yeah, that's where.
That's just that crazy dude, isn't it?
The Chad. Yeah, the dude that ran out.
No, he was 102.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I saw some of that earlier. It's that crazy dude with the turtle wife. The dude talk about his wife's turtles or shit. He's in 105. He was mad because he wasn't in 106. We'll get to that anyway. But it's him. That's who.
I was supposed to say he died in room 06.
Yeah, and I think the chat ran out on 102. So he was far.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but I think the paper just said 105, didn't it?
The other one said room 102. This one's 105. This one's room 102.
Okay, cool. I was talking about the one that had the signature. I think the other one ain't got shit on it.
No, it ain't.
And he ain't signed shit, but I guess he wouldn't since he was like a criminal.
Wait, let's see here. Where was that? Things. So it looks like these room numbers might come in handy. So let's try to
keep track of those here. I wrote down, I think, on my first page here about the room.
Yeah, I just wrote down their name and then like
106
love interest, housekeeper.
Room, and then 102 was the one that Chad escaped out of. I got that.
Okay.
105, they didn't mention that yet, but I think it's probably on some of the other evidence of one of the rooms that one of the people that they talked to was in. So that's relevant. Probably once we get.
Oh yeah, it says the intoxicated man came from the pool deck.
Yeah, they didn't say which room he was in yet. I'm sure they'll get to it though. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, that might be something we need to do. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh shit, was there anything else? I think that was it.
It says how many nights?
Oh wait,
for 105.
Oh, there's 2 pages.
Oh, 2 pages. All the rooms.
Let's see here. Yeah. What was you asking about? 2 nights? Yeah, 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday. Charge 1 key, Wi-Fi, TV for movie rental, TV movie rental.
He's watching some porn.
Yeah, and this actually has a. Well, I mean, it's during the day. I wouldn't think that'd be a night. I don't know what people.
I don't know. Some people be into. I think the porn costs more than that, though. I think they be trying to be higher than that because they try to get you. You know, probably like some of the porn be higher than them $9.99, $9.50.
Yeah,
they be overcharging. Well, this motherfucker had quite a few more movies.
Yeah, I was saying it's got times. So whoever's in those rooms, because none of that's around
at that time, maybe.
Well, yeah, but he was found 3:30 or something.
Well, what's her face left at 3:30 for her lunch break?
No, it was like
she came back.
Wasn't it? Yeah,
it was after 3:30. That's how far as we know right now. So None of those times, I guess, make a difference since that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was supposed
won
to say.
something. The other dude was
3:52. It was almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah, when they made the call, but she came back from lunch at 3:30 and found him, right? And murder could have happened anytime before that, though, right? Anytime before 3:30.
Yeah,
but you playing a movie,
I would say probably
room
after she left, because I figured she would probably at least.
She left at 1:30.
Yeah, if that was her love interest, and she's working there, and he was working there, she might have walked by. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to lunch or something."
Yeah, true. She could have killed him too, though, so we can't.
Yeah, she could have
ruled that out yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
And that might be why she tried to give. Did she give that lockbox? Is that what that one thing said?
She gave the lockbox. She said she
might be like, "I want y'all to open this because I need whatever is in there." I should have had him open it before I killed him.
Listen, she be suspicious too. So 2 nights for 104.
Yeah, so we got room 102, 03, 04, and 05. All right, so 2 nights, Friday and Saturday. This is Saturday and Sunday.
I think the time stamps. Nobody looked at movies in fucking 103.
Yeah.
8:35 p.m. Friday.
They got 2 keys, so this might be the husband, wife.
Yeah, more likely them. The crab trees, what the fuck they called?
Crabtree. Wi-Fi access. God damn, $25 to use the Wi-Fi.
Damn, how much Wi-Fi was she using? Yeah, because the other room used Wi-Fi too.
Yeah. Shit. Refund late checkout. Okay. So they checked out late, but they refunded it?
Refund late checkout. I guess they must have gave it to them late because the murder shit. I don't know.
Fuck I don't know. So what else was this? Non-mini bars?
Yeah, that's a drunk dude.
That's got to be that drunk dude, yeah.
That is the drunk dude, because he the only one
replacement key?
He lost key because he got drunk.
He probably got drunk and lost it,
yeah. That's consistent.
Who was that, Mr. Cogswell?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure that's his ass. It's the one with his fucking wife and shit, talking about his wife and shit, dumbass.
No, that was the dude that was at the casino. Oh, well, yeah.
That is
his wife...
his
wife lost the turtle thing. Okay.
Yeah, he.
But we didn't see a Miss Cogswell.
I think she's dead though.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
But this motherfucker is drunk because he came drunk from the casino.
So room 105, we're thinking.
They probably have been evidence anyway at some point about which room he in.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, he got a replacement key. I know that's one of the evidence is a key, so that might be the replacement one, or maybe the lost one. Somebody found it.
Maybe I'll make a note of that.
I don't know. But yeah, let's see. I'll go ahead and put lost key. All right, so let's see here. Next, we have receipts. San Pedro's hot dogs.
Shit, it's like Famous Amos or something. No, it's sold hot dog shit.
Prickly pear dog, jumping, chupa combo, extra peppers, drink cola. 4:19 p.m.
I guess we can see hot dog receipt.
So that was a little after the police have been called, or right before they got there. Or something.
I wonder who the fuck that's for. Who receipt that is?
I'll join our Cacti Club for a free small, shake on your birthday. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And we got some stuff.
Notes.
On the back of it. He's a miser, the old captain who keeps to his quarters on a ship in sand. And if he don't pay his crew, they'll anchor that old ship down. And then no one gets the treasure. But the crew gets out of town. And he won't pay his crew anything they're due. He's owed me $50 5 years now.
Apparently somebody talking about Mr. Dance. Maybe?
I was about to say, this is obviously about the owner. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, not
I don't
yet.
think it had a name on the credit card or anything like that.
I didn't catch a name.
Yeah, I was about to say it's got the debit card. I know now and then it will say like the last name or initials or some shit. But
Maybe the last one did. Oh, Emily's the hostess, so she might be somebody you're gonna have to question later.
Maybe, but I think we've went through all the actual reading stuff. So his
Guess all the
journal.
rest of it's gonna be pieces. That's that
Yeah,
damn turtle for his.
that's the
That
turtle I
dude's
got. It
wife,
was in a little.
dude.
And I looked at it. I'll look at it again,
Yeah,
just to make sure there's nothing on the bottom.
yeah, true.
But here, oh shit! All right.
Aphrodite says, "Pickles for president. He will stomp out the problem." Whose receipt? We don't know yet, Aphrodite. The maid. She
Yeah,
said the
it
maid
doesn't have.
did it.
It doesn't have anything on it.
It's cute
So,
though.
yeah, so
That's cute.
nothing in the bag. So.
Well, I was gonna say, don't let Mr. What's his fucking face find out you got that. He's gonna be upset. He looking for that shit.
Well, he's too drunk to be watching this, so it should be all right.
Nah, that's what you think.
And if he is, this is I'm far away from Nevada, so
True that.
I ain't too worried about it.
I ain't worried about you guys. So I'll ship it to you.
Let's see here. So that's the
He said the
turtle.
good luck turtle? It looked like it.
I guess. Like a little good luck charm you stick in your pocket.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well. Here we go.
Nice, so
I hate when these motherfuckers try to write like doctors and shit.
Eugene at his show all day came back right after that one cop went after Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Let's see. Is this guy?
Some notes from the cop was on?
Let's see. So Eugene. Chad, pretty sure he was in his room all day when I went to clean his room around noon. Okay, so clean. So this is a Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah.
He was there. We argued a while.
Mm-hmm.
Loser dad hangs back from his family. I think he spent all Saturday at the casino. Saw him go into the casino again Sunday morning.
That would be the Crabtree dude.
Yeah. So she thinks he's a loser.
Yeah. We can use this. Go back to this for notes since she wrote the shit down. What they were all doing.
Yeah. Ragged mom seemed real stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Gave me the stinky eye more than once. Okay. Yeah, right. Olivia, nice girl, introduced herself to me. A little spoiled. Pretty sure she was at some sports thing all day, every day, but she couldn't wait to go home. Santa Cruz. So Olivia, we don't have Olivia
because I think that's the little girl.
Yeah, that's the little girl. We didn't have anything.
Yeah, they haven't written out about her. Children can't be murderers. Oh wait,
they gave us her name.
Listen,
could be a whole family ordeal. Let's call it family vacation here. Let's go murder somebody this year.
Right though, shit, they crazy man.
You gotta stick together.
They do.
All right, Spaceman back again. No wife this time. Likes his movies. Smelled like gin and cigarettes. Even in the mornings, poor guy said he was in the pool Sunday afternoon, but didn't see anyone go in or out of 106.
And that would be Mr.
That's the
drunken dude.
Yeah, Mr. Cogswell.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife had died, so he came in alone.
True that.
So okay. Why don't she call him Spaceman?
I don't know. She's weird.
I know, right?
Is he spacing out? I have no idea. Maybe that's what she's referencing.
I guess the suit. She was walking around a lot, like she was scoping out the place, which that could be Miss White, the lady from
Candace White, more than likely it is. Aphrodite, I didn't say how old Olivia is, but because she plays soccer, but she could be any age doing
volleyball, but yeah.
Volleyball.
Says daughter.
So
I have no idea.
It mentions it's not important, I guess.
Yeah.
Who the
What's
fuck
it be like her and she's like a 5-year-old. Stewart?
Stu Dance, yeah.
My grimy boss, all about the money.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he was all day, maybe hiding from Spaceman.
That's funny.
Okay, so he's hiding from him particularly.
Yeah, I think that's got to do with him not giving him his fucking room that he wanted. He wanted 106 specifically.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a little. Once we get to what they talk to the cops about, that's what only thing I saw earlier, and I saw his crazy ass going off about I wanted room 106.
Yeah.
Crazy ass.
Julian, Sunday I saw him in the morning. Offered to get him a coffee around 8:30. He was just leaving his room then, but I got distracted with work, and the next time I saw him, he was dead. That was around 3:30.
So he was found dead around 3:30.
So she's saying earlier that she left lunch at 3:30. So I'm guessing she took lunch on the premises.
She may have, but she said that. 8:30. She saw him in the morning, but she left for lunch at 1:30. She said, but she came back around 3:30. He was dead. I guess as soon as she came back, that's when she found him dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Okay. This is a napkin. I didn't scan in all the folds. This is it folded up, but I did look at it, so there's nothing else. That's just the Ambitious Card Casino. It's been mentioned.
Everybody was talking about. I can read this, I guess. What the fuck? Okay. Left, right, and left again. She got no time to fall in. Lines and lines of words, figures, and numbers. She got a kid back home, darling baby girl. I know who this is. All grown up in the world, just out of reach. If man can't bring back home. Mama can't bring back home.
Yeah.
I think that's the dude.
Bring
Eugene.
bank home.
Yeah. Bank home. Yeah. So I think that's Eugene, obviously, since he always with the lyrics and shit. She said there should be lyrics in some of the evidence, apparently.
Yes, but Julian was, they mentioned artistic
as well.
And somebody mentioned he was artistic, and then also I think Eugene said that he had taken him under his wing.
Yeah, so I mean, either one could have wrote it.
It could be either him, because talking about baby girl back home, I don't know if anybody else has mentioned that they've had a kid except the Crabtrees, and their daughter is there. So could Miss Rodriguez, Veronica, have a kid at home? And this could be possibly Julian writing about her?
That could be the case. That's possible. I mean, it could be either one of them writing, but it could be Julian. That's very possible. So can't rule out whose it is.
Yeah, don't know really whose it is. I still think it's about Veronica, if I had to guess.
Probably so.
Because I don't know. Because I think the Crabtree
is something crazy, like he killed him or something, something stupid, and it's not going to be the dude that obviously should have killed him for the money because of the building. Because that's a little too obvious, probably. So it's probably this dude killed him for something else because he's just a musician, and maybe he wrote songs and he was like, "Bitch, I want some in on that. I hope you write that song."
Maybe he was writing songs that was kind of falling off or whatever, and then this kid, he kind of brought him under his wing, and then he's like, "Hey, this dude actually writes more than I."
Fucking songs,
he can write better than I can, or whatever, And then he wants to use it, and he's like, "Hey, you can't be stealing my stuff." He's like, "Well, fuck you, I'm killing you."
Hey, it's possible.
I mean, yeah.
Look at Aphrodite talk about, yo, I'm telling you, Olivia's a college kid. You funny.
How much she might be?
I don't know. They didn't even say. Hunting coyotes.
Actually, no. I think there's a family photo on here.
Oh, is
it's one of these evidence family photo? Yeah. So I figure that's them.
Yeah. There's another song, dude.
Oop. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just look at it right now. I was gonna move it next, but yeah. So I figure that's.
Oh, she's pretty young.
Yeah, I would say probably around
11, 10, maybe between 10 and 12, maybe.
Yeah, maybe as young as 8 or so.
Yeah,
I know my middle daughter just turned 8. She looks around about that age. So yeah, loser dad.
Yeah,
the ragged mom. Yeah, I was about to say you kind of.
Yeah.
And I just noticed something. He's got a wedding ring on.
True.
She doesn't.
No? Does she not? I don't see much anything.
Yeah, I was about to say be on this hand. It's on the front.
Yeah, it would be on that, the left hand.
Yeah.
Questionable. I don't know.
Is this somebody else?
I don't think so.
Is he having an affair?
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
He's a loser dad, so
I don't know, man. Maybe.
Let's see. Notebook paper.
Wow, it's more lyrics, man.
Yeah, hunting coyotes. The sun was going down, and a man without a crown was clutching to a leash and empty collar. He thought the coyote was mild, but let me tell you, she was wild. Not at all the type to come back at a holler. Well, the man hunts the coyote, or the coyote hunts the man, but I'm betting that sly coyote, she's got a plan that the man cannot reckon.
It's country, obviously.
I don't know what that means, Boca, or who that's referencing.
I'm not sure. We'll keep it in mind, though.
Yes.
Obviously about a woman again. I don't know.
Obviously about a woman, and it seems like the woman's like the villain.
Yeah, in that song.
Yeah.
She
so,
manonizing.
Was it a woman?
She manonizing, not womanizing.
Yeah, so did a woman kill him? Well, that kind of cuts down the thing. Okay, maintenance requests.
Saturday. Climate.
Okay, climates.
104.
Please fix the. Okay, that was the Crabtrees, wasn't it?
I believe.
Because I think he mentioned something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was him. That's
okay,
when he
so
saw him at 11:30 a.m. Busy all day. Met the victim doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, because saying something about needing the AC fix.
Yeah. 104.
Yeah. That's so. I'll go ahead and write that down. Room 104. Room 104.
Mm-hmm.
All right, please fix the AC in our room. The thermostat won't stay put. And yesterday it got really cold after the sun went down. My wife was in a terrible mood all night. Thanks in advance.
Yeah, you can't be having that, man. It makes your whole fucking day terrible.
So he's in room 104. So where's those room things, room invoices?
Mm-hmm.
So that was this one. So 2 nights, late checkout, 2 keys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we hit already.
Crabtree, yeah.
I don't know why I didn't write down that earlier. Okay. Family photo. Okay. Maintenance requests. What's this? Complaint forms.
Yes, relation form. So we can find out who's in what room. Yep. Ava Crabtree was in 104.
Yep. Saturday. May we contact you to follow up? Yes. Rude service.
Room not clean.
Hey, other. Julian and that woman who I can only assume was a housekeeper, if you even have a housekeeper.
That's the one giving her a stink eye, man.
Yeah, we're being very loud outside when I was trying to have some quiet time with the family at night. Please tell them to keep their voices down if they're going to be outside after dark. Mm-hmm. So he's being loud outside. It doesn't say if he's actually yelling or just
talking, which she can hear about. I don't know.
I mean, they could have gotten in a fight.
Well, she said that they were arguing, but I don't know if it was late. It was supposed to be during the day. She said that they were arguing, her and Julian or whatever. No, not her and Julian, her and Chad. So yeah, that makes it. That made her and Julian was talking late at night because she was kind of dating him a little bit. Interested what I thought.
Yeah.
She really
he could have had a problem with her ex-convict boyfriend staying at the thing.
Yeah, that's 105. He can't write
the
at
drunk
all. Dude. Yeah, Caldwell, that motherfucker.
Richard. Phone, let's face to face, shall we?
Look at his attitude, man.
May we contact you to follow up immediately? Rude service. I reserved 106. I've stayed in that room every year for 41 years.
Look at the scribbles under that.
Remember my wife, but nobody cares. I've been asking since I got here when the room is going to be ready, and I keep getting the runaround. I got here Friday at 7. It's now Sunday at 3:15. I've been waiting here 15 minutes, and no one's at the front desk. What kind of operation are you running here anyways? So this was 15 minutes before
he's dead.
He was found
dead. Right.
And if he's been there since 3.
Right.
Or whatever. So that'd be 30 minutes before she found him dead.
So he got here around 7. Friday at 7. It's now Sunday at 3:15. And I've been waiting here 15 minutes. and no one's at the front desk. Like, where's Mr. Dance at?
He's hiding. He's like, I don't want
he's
to do
hot.
this, dude.
Oh, this guy trying to get in the room.
He's like, it's not ready. They're fixing it. He won't leave me alone.
They fixing it all right because somebody in there dead shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And this is on the back of that one. I remember making sure I put it right afterwards, so I remember which one it went to.
Oh, he had to continue writing.
Yeah.
This guy.
And the other guests are rude. Ran into some middle-aged, weak-bearded, pretty boy jerk in the laundry room, and he gave me a hard time for bringing my drink in with me. Rude. And get
my wife's terrible back to me.
Someone stole it. Find out who before I do.
I think D.L. Stewart stole it. Is in the you got it right there.
I think he's getting a little suspicious. I think Julian happened to find it, and then he found out that Julian had it. He's like,
bust him in the head.
I told y'all.
And he took room 106. I'm fucking mad. After that, he's
that's the room that he wanted.
After
that, get the fuck out of my room.
He said that the coyote was Pickle's cousin, wild when wet. That's funny shit. And she said that the mom is a Kern. Why is the front desk empty, unattended? Yeah. I mean, all these motherfuckers looking so sweet.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck, man.
We've been going a little over an hour. We haven't even went through everything.
Is that everything?
No, we haven't went through everything yet.
That was great. No fucking way. The fuck?
But we've been going a little over an hour, and this thing says 45 to 60 minutes. Of course, we've been fucking cracking up and everything else.
At about, I think we talked for a little bit, but I think we're at about, but I think we're at like 40 minutes of working on it.
Yeah.
So what the fuck they talking about?
I know, right?
Shit. What's that?
The Ambitious Card Casino.
That's Sunday at 11:20. That's that dude. What's his name? The Father Crabtree. Motherfucker was gambling.
Gaming voucher.
Yeah, he said he was gambling by 11:30, so that's 10 minutes after 11:30. 10 minutes before 11:30.
So yeah.
That's his little voucher.
And this voucher has no real cash value. Voucher can be redeemed for cash or checked with a cashier. At the Ambitious Card voucher can be redeemed for credit to a debit card at any electronic gaming machine at the Ambitious Card. If paid to is printed on the front, this voucher has already been redeemed and served only as proof of payment from the Ambitious Card and the amount owed. Partial payments are voided. Vouchers are non-refundable. Ambitious Card is not responsible for lost or stolen vouchers. So I think this is just probably just for that time.
It would be. It doesn't have pay to debit. Oh, was he done then? Or did he?
I would assume.
Because he said he was gambling.
He said he was there for a while and then came back. I don't remember what time, so I didn't write that down.
He mentioned being there at 11:30, but he didn't really mention.
And then, I mean, he might just round up. I mean, or he might have got back to the motel at 11:30 or something.
That's very possible. He's at 11:30 a.m. He was at the casino. He's busy all day. Yeah, gambling.
Yeah, I was about to say. I remember he saying somebody. He went there and then he came home for something.
That's how he met the victim because of the area.
Yeah, and then left and went back or something.
Right.
Okay, and then we got a Do Not Disturb.
I'm stuck in a dream, but so free. Who the fuck writing lyrics on that?
Oh, please do not disturb. Ready to be me.
Somebody writing lyrics on shit.
I guess.
That's Eugene Young right there.
Yeah, this Sunday, Eugene Young all-day launch party. Ambitious Card Casino. So if this was supposed to be all day, let's see if this actually has a time that could rule him out.
Featuring the soon-to-be hits. Let's make sure we notice the names of these just in case what's his name got in the diary.
Yes, celebrating Eugene Young's slamming new EP, Bones Dry Bottles, featuring the soon-to-be hits. I Lost My Chance at Love, Sidewinder, Boogie, Deep in It, I Want Your Tricks Free, Desert, Don't Care, Bad Dog.
That left turn back in the year of the rat. What the fuck? G will be there all day playing these new tunes and all your favorite classic G jams. Come out, have a drink, have a listen. Bye.
Okay, so this is from 11 to 5, so that would be during that. So
yeah, when you saw him walking back across the parking lot after.
Yeah, and that was a little after 5, so I would say he's not the person.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got that booked, you're not just going to be leaving. It's like a business.
After that, I said, who got a late refund? That would be the Crabtrees.
Yeah.
The husband and wife with the daughter in soccer.
Yeah, they was charged for a late checkout and then got refunded the money.
On it, so
yeah. And then this song "Bad Dog," could that be that coyote thing?
Probably.
Possibly. Maybe.
Okay. She said deep in it. Yeah, well.
See, I'm gonna mark him out as a suspect.
Which room was Eugene staying in? Do we know that yet?
I don't have it wrote down in my notes now.
I guess 103 maybe. It's not really anybody else. He wasn't in his room.
Who was in room 02?
Was he? Because that's who? Chad. Chad ran out of there, so I assume that was his room.
Yeah. The murder suspect. Okay. Now, that was the front of the poster, and the back had this. Gumshoe? Julian was a good kid, and I think he could have had a future in songwriting. If he could only figure out the structure. I always told him words count, don't count your words.
Right.
No, who knows if he listened to an old bag like me. Probably not. Well, I have a few words on this map here, and I hope they count for something. I wish I could tell him I'll miss him. Get the bastard that did this, Eugene. Overhead view of the sunsets. Okay. So, I guess I-180. Left the motel.
Yeah. To the car. Oh, that's to the casino. I think it's called Car Casino. And then she got the rooms listed. Lobby front, first floor. This is Stewie's apartment, 100.
Okay, so Stuart's is room 10 or 100.
Yeah, he's 100. Then Veronica's ex, who is Chad, is 102, like we said. Okay. Real business like. 103.
That would be that one chick. The Candace?
Yeah, Candace, yeah. Candace White.
So 103?
Yep.
Appanox's family.
Yeah, we said that. They're 104? Okay. That's right, the cap trees, right?
Yeah.
Old Man, Rich, 105, Hogwell. Where they found Julian. We knew 106, we knew that.
Okay, second floor, business center, 2 desk, printer, and Wi-Fi. Treadmill, weights, vending. This is me, so he's in 202.
Okay.
I don't know if I really need that, but go ahead and write it down. Empty for 203. Julian's spot 204, so he's living there as well.
Yeah.
Empty, and then Veronica's
place.
What's up with these people fucking living at the fucking motel? Are they really that fucking bad off money-wise?
Maybe. Some people live where they work and they giving them room and board for working there, so they probably don't get paid as much or whatever fuck.
Yeah.
Might be a trade-off type of situation.
Yeah, well, they still couldn't pay them whatever they fucking owed them anyways, so.
Well, apparently not with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I guess Young didn't have a room. The singer, Eugene.
Yeah, he's in my room. Where was it?
No.
This is me.
202, okay.
Yeah.
He's across from the laundry and Veronica's.
No, this is the second floor.
Oh, they on the second floor, okay.
Yeah, second floor.
Those two, though.
And I'm guessing these lines are probably like parking spots or something.
Maybe. Yeah, looks like it.
If I had to guess. But I know he mentioned like twice. I told him words count, don't count your words.
Uh-huh.
And then later, hope they here I have a few words on this map here. I hope they counts for something. So I got a feeling that's going to possibly come into play somehow.
Probably. very possible.
It seems kind of repetitive in a small condensed spots.
Record at the Sun.
This, I believe, in the thing it said, Julian's journal. That's what they had it labeled as.
Yeah, Aphrodite said, "She deep in it." She said, "Gumshoe?" Question mark. Oh, detective. Laugh out loud. Gumshoe is a very old school term for detective.
Yeah, I was about to say. I remember hearing that before. I can't remember where about. I was about to say it sounded like something from like westerns or something like that. Very old school. Some of my grandpa would have said or something.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So we got 7 pages. Of course, I got the front and back, so only like 5.
Okay.
Well, 5 images. All right. So we got.
Oh my God, 100K.
God, yeah. Update social media pages. It's got a check mark with before pics from Motel. Update social media pages with after pics. Wait for full pay.
Yep.
Go through McBride and Associates for lean.
That's his tab right there. And he says 100K is estimate.
Yeah. That's how much he fucking owes them.
Damn. God damn.
God, yeah. I wouldn't be let it get past 1K. I wouldn't even let it get anywhere near that.
I know, right? I wouldn't have been doing shit like motherfucker.
Yeah, after that first payment, I'm like, I'm sitting here until you pay me again.
Doing no more motherfucking work. That's for fucking sure.
God, 54,000. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that's half of it, whatever that bill was.
God damn. What?
Let's see here. Room 202, Music Man.
Yeah.
Fixed hole in wall, 30 hours, $150. New drywall, spackle, primer, paints. 2010, 25, 35 equals 90. Is that not? Or what the fuck is that?
He scratched out 90.
Oh, yeah, scratch. I was about to say, what the fuck is that line there? Yeah, 100 service.
Mm-hmm.
And 50. Okay, so 300. So 206. Veronica Ronnie. Ronnie. I guess that's the nickname. Yeah.
New bathroom towel.
200. Grout 20. Caulk and silicone 20. Tape 10. Pipe 50. 4 hours. 4 hours service, so 800.
He broke down all the shits that add up to the 100K. Look like.
Yeah, I was supposed to have figure this is each thing that he's done on it. Water damage, new drywall, primer, paints, all this stuff. 800. Want your tricks free?
Part 2, run over
the water, but let the sky drag you into the clouds.
You writing some lyrics, maybe?
Yeah, want your tricks free. Wasn't that
Was that a song?
That left turn. I want your tricks free.
That's why I said that the song's gonna come up, man.
Yeah, so this is part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he wrote that on the page that he has Veronica's. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Questionable.
Yeah, run over the water, but never let the sky drag you into the clouds.
Yeah.
I need more of a context of that.
Sure.
Office apartments, electric outlet, north wall, leaky sink, mold, new tile, carpets, service.
There's part 2, 3. Was there a part 1 that we missed on the first page?
Want your tricks free?
To the song?
I don't know.
I don't think so. No? Was it?
No. That's the first page.
Okay, because he said part 2. Unless it didn't have it on there.
Yeah, at first I thought that might have been saying part 2, like the second song, because I know I've done stuff like that.
Sure, maybe. Next one's part 3 down here, though. So
so it's probably the same song. Probably. Just like written down in different spots. So you
want your tricks free at part 3. Real once upon a time, never ever seemed to come around in my life. True that. Yeah. Every single fucking room needed something fixed, man. The fuck.
Yeah. I just noticed something.
Well,
Since Ronnie, Roni, he was talking about counting words a while ago. I don't know if this is actually counting. Run over, never, whatever. Ronnie, Roni.
yeah.
Roni. So that's kind of okay.
It's about Veronica. At least that song is.
Okay, so here's the one, the 54 grand laundry room, 8 new coin operated washer and dryers. Yeah, that'd come in some money. New vinyl floor, pipe, 40 hours, and then 8 hours. Service. Okay. Carpet, drywall, primer.
Yeah.
New tile, toilet, mirror, primer, paint, carpets. I never thought that I would feel so stuck and so free at once. Your name become the key, unlock my heart, meet the memories, shake hands, say how do you do and goodbye, and take me with you. Okay.
Room 105.
Guy who checked in really wants to stay in 106 instead. Careful.
Oh no, right? He real mad.
Turtle lost in the desert sand, hidden and forgotten, or did you finally see there was no race to win?
Damn about that fucking lost turtle from the old man.
Yeah, I guess I could relate a little bit. I get inspired by just random things and start writing about
some
it.
people do. You know,
I wrote a song called "Eating Pop-Tarts at Noon" because one of my friends says about that. So I was like, all right, sure. So man, I can see that.
That's funny shit though.
I get story ideas the same way. Just like, yeah, that seems cool. Let's see, cranks, carpet, blah, blah, blah. And then the back cover. So we got mainly, I feel like the lyrics are the main importance.
He wrote at least that one song.
Yeah.
So I mean, but people write songs for people.
Yeah, I mean, ghostwriters and stuff.
I mean some people just like a lot of singers have songwriters. They don't write their own songs.
Yeah, they have ghostwriters or just writers in general.
Like,
yeah.
You know, so.
All right, so what's this? Magic Key, electronic security systems key card activity tracker. So, okay. Card numbers, entry, room to whatever. Okay, so this is times.
Okay.
So Sunday. So we're assuming, or we know room 106 at 219.
Sunday.
Somebody entered. Yeah, entry into
card number. What's number?
10687221.
So we'll have to check and see about that.
God, so much fucking shit we gotta cross reference.
I know. That was a 219.
That same key also entered into room 104.
That's the Crabtrees. So I
but
guess
it's the same key.
That must be
a master key.
That's probably what. Well, it's either Dance doing that or the guy who's dead, and maybe he didn't die until after 2 something, so we don't know that right now. But that key is.
I was about to say that could technically be his.
It could be his or Dance, so that's the 2 suspects of that key.
Or Veronica.
You right about that?
I mean, she's a housekeeper.
True. So that's the 3. So Dance.
Okay.
The victim, which is
Yeah, and here's another one at 3:30, and that's a different key.
Entering his room.
Yeah, which 329, which she said she found about 3:30.
Whose room is 100? That's Dance, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Dance. That's Dance's key.
Is it though?
I mean, because, I would imagine
Veronica says she came back from lunch about 3:30 and found him. So her going into that at 3:29, 3:30.
Okay.
And then she went and told Mr. Dance.
She just opened his fucking room? Damn, okay.
Well, if he wasn't in the front desk, she probably went in there to let him know.
So we can see that that's her then, maybe?
Yes.
100, 401, 80?
Yep. I'll let you keep track of that. I got enough room.
Yeah, I got enough notes
on my paper.
All right, so right now, so we know Veronica's key is probably that key, and that was at 106 room at 3:29, and then she went into room 100. Let's say her at what time?
3:43.
Okay, and what was the? You can go back up to the 10687221. That was 2:15 in room 104. 2:15.
2:19.
For 106.
Oh, 2:15. That's the Crabtrees. When was that AC thing?
3:15. Right? No, something was 3:15 though.
Complaint forms. Was that what this was? It doesn't have a time.
Go down a little bit. I think it was on that the second one.
No, that's the old dude.
Yeah, he was talking about 3:15 was Sunday at 3:15. That was what the 3:15 was.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was seeing if we could have a time when he actually went and fixed this. Was it in his journal?
So we don't know if that key is Dance or Victim, but it's one way to find out. Looking back at that record, see if there was any other of that key after what's his face was dead. But of course, that means he could have just had his key though.
Yeah. See if there was a time on when he fixed the AC. Because that could have been that. He could have went in there. Wait, the police reports. I think, what's his face? Where is he? Buck. It doesn't say what time. Okay. Okay, so the key, 106 8722?
Yeah. It's 7221. That's the one we're looking for right now at the moment.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, that's not got the one at the end. Right here. Wait, no, that's not it.
61221 though. Okay. So there's no more.
That's the last one. Okay. See here before that, 106 87221. That's the only 2 times it's been used.
Yep. Well.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that is probably our victims, because I think he went and fixed the Crabtree's AC, or at least went in there at some point that day.
He did. That's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And his diary had what rooms he went in, didn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't have a date or a time.
It had day on it, but it didn't have no times. It had like Sunday, blah blah blah.
So
104?
4. Oh shit. Yeah, it doesn't say a day. It's just carpet AC unit, 10 hours service.
Yeah, he was in there for 10 hours. Okay. Dude, need to get better notes, man. Stop.
I know, right?
Like, what the fuck? You put the day in, shit? What the fuck wrong with you? After that, he said, no, Pickles did it. Stomped out that
I think this would have been it, because it's 1 hour.
Yeah, that's probably AC.
Because I don't think the 10 hours. So
what's the time? It said 2. It was 2:15 to 2:19. He wasn't in there very long.
Yeah, I mean, he could have. I don't know. It's just cranked an AC check.
Yeah, AC check.
So the hour might have been more for the crank, then went back later for the AC check.
True.
Maybe, I don't know.
But either way, this room difference. He was only in this room for a few minutes before going
4 minutes. Yeah, so AC check just to see if it's wrong or whatever.
Yeah, and then went back there. Oh, well, that had to be him. So he was alive at 2:19 at the moment.
So yeah.
But there is an entry for 10000001 into Dance's room at 2:20. A minute after let's say the victim went back in his room.
Yes. So we got the time
what's this
frame
down here?
So
look at
what
this
was
number.
this?
This 1000001 is again down here for Remo 106 at 346. I guess that's when he went in for the,
Yeah,
because
because
she
like I said,
called
I
him.
think this one,
So that's his key.
Yeah,
That's
this
Dance's key.
4018 is Veronica's.
Yeah,
That's when she would have went and
obviously.
seen him,
Yeah,
got
and she went
Dance,
and told
and
him, and then
they went
Dance
back.
went in there.
Yeah.
Dance number is the 00001.
Okay.
So we got that much.
Okay, so
Well, he didn't go
narrowed down.
into the fucking room at all. If that's the case, he didn't. Does it anywhere else that he went into his room between her? Don't look like it. He went back in the room again at 4:35 p.m.
I think that's when the cops showed up.
Probably, yeah.
Because they got there a little after 4.
And then what's her name went to 206 at 5:16 for whatever reason. Veronica. That's her
206.
Room?
That was Veronica's room. Yeah.
206. She went back to her room. I'm not seeing anything for the timestamps, anything. So.
Well, I mean, we've kind of narrowed it down now from 2:19 to 3:30.
Yeah, when he died.
Yeah, so we kind of got a little bit more of a time frame. See here. This one. He went into room 100 that morning. 201. Who's 201? Or what's 201?
We'll have to go back and check.
Is that the room with the weights and stuff?
Probably.
Yeah, 201.
Yeah, treadmills usually work out.
Yeah. Okay. And then we got this key card, the lost key card, as they had it. So this is the one that the drunk dude lost.
Yes, the Crabtree. Please return key card upon departure. 182,016. Is that a key card number?
Yes, I would assume that would be the number.
Look up and see if that opened any doors.
2016. What was it?
182,016. I wrote it down.
Okay, 82,016.
Not on any of these. There it is right there. It opened room 201. That was 1:49 p.m. Sunday.
Okay, that would have been the weight room thing that we just looked at.
And then it opened room 101 at 2:50 p.m.
Okay, what was 101? That's the main office, ain't it?
I think so. Laundry.
No, that's laundry. Okay. Here. Okay. So the laundry room.
The gym. Mm-hmm.
He didn't mention what time he lost the card or when he noticed that he had lost it. I don't remember that. I was supposed to see if somebody else picked it up and was using it.
Aphrodite, we did not forget all about you. I know you have no voice. I know it's not fair. No, I just read your Pickles to stomp the eye out, so I didn't forget about you. I don't think Pickles did it, though. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the box with the lock.
Yeah, this is that little lock box. Is a keepsake thing that they found on the river or the lake or whatever it was. Yeah. And it's got something in there. It rattles around. And it's got a 4 number thing. So maybe that might have something about, the words and this and that. Count. You know what? I just thought of something.
What?
Are all of these words
count?
Or these things? 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 3, 1, 4, 6, 3, 1, 4, 6, 3, 1, 4, 6, 3.
All right. Well, I'll write that down. 1, 4, 6, 3. I guess you'd have to try it on it though. See if
Yeah, I was supposed to say, if you want me to go ahead and try that.
Yeah, try it and see if it works.
Count the words, make the words count.
Yeah, bullshit. That's what I was a little clue there. Aphrodite said Olivia did it. She's stupid. Olivia did it.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Yeah, listen to that.
It's got something in there. So what did we say?
1463. That's from the top or the bottom. Probably top of the arrows.
Yeah, the numbers are going up and down, and it's got a little arrow right here, as you can tell.
Yeah, I saw the arrow there.
Oh, what? Nope. Actually, looking at it, it's got an arrow. Yeah,
on
you
both
can
ends?
barely see it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can faintly see it. I was about to say, I'll see it here. Yep, that was it.
Nice.
All right, let me make sure y'all can see this. It's all me. Got the lock off.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, we got
a key? A skeleton key? Oh no! It's the fucking
casino.
Dude, that a murder weapon? No.
I mean, jab a key in somebody's eye, maybe.
Shit.
So that's why I was rattling around. And it says Ambitious Card Casino on it.
Yeah, I see that.
And then we got a
card.
JF Contracting, Julian Ford owner. So I guess this is his own little personal contracting business.
Yeah, it's card.
And then 108 Sierra Yava Road, Los Angeles, California. And it's got a phone number and stuff.
Cool.
And then on this side, I can zoom in. Yeah. It looks like it's got a little bit of a blood stain on it.
Yeah, someone's saying that. All right. What the fuck is it saying? It
says, I didn't realize how careful I needed to be. I guess you stalked me online. I can't be any more clear. I'm relocating somewhere far away. New phone. Don't bother. And I found someone to go with me. You and I were a one-time mistake. Go back to California.
Wait, who's from California?
Julian was from California.
Is that a note from
it
her?
Doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't say who it's
that
from.
Might be Veronica.
But since it's on his business card, I think he would have had this handy and just wrote on it and gave it to somebody.
Not necessarily.
But at the same time, why would it be in his keepsake box?
Well, if she gave that to him as a note telling him, like, let's not do this, and you need to go back to California, and he kept it because it was upsetting. I have no idea.
Yeah, go back to California. So, yeah, it's written, I guess, to him. Yeah, he's the only one that's been mentioned.
Who went from California.
So was Veronica not really a love interest? Maybe it was a one-night stand type ordeal, and then it's like, hey, just back off.
Right.
I just need to get some in and just calm down.
Right? Shit. Could have been that.
Oh, man, this thing's fucking heavy, too.
It's pretty heavy.
This is fucking metal.
It looks
it's
like
not fucking plastic. I mean, it is.
You heard it rolling around in there.
Yeah. I mean, you see how fucking thick it is?
Yeah, I know, right? Look after that. He's like, I'm telling you, he dug his own eye out because he was being stalked. You funny. Listen, you write a different type of story.
No, it says, I guess you stalked me online, so he was stalking somebody. The way it sounds.
Oh.
It says, I didn't realize how careful I needed to be. I guess you stalked me online. And then later it says, go back to California. So they're writing to Julian.
Yeah. That's what,
I can't be more clear. I'm relocating somewhere far away. New phone. Don't bother. And I found someone to go with me. You and I were a one-time mistake. Go back to California.
Who the fuck wrote that to Julian?
I know, right? I mean, because we know Rodriguez, Veronica was like apparently a love interest, but said, I'm relocating somewhere. I don't remember her saying anything about relocating or moving.
I didn't hear her saying about that either.
And then I know some of those songs, lyrics or whatever, I can't remember exactly where it was or which ones.
Yeah. some kind of
saying something about a baby girl and
right, some woman is upsetting, and some like the coyote one.
Yeah, something. I don't remember where that was at.
Unless one of these other women was. Look at her, talking about Olivia again. Girl, that's a child. She ain't hooking on shit.
Or maybe he was having an affair with the rock star.
Hey, I don't know. Man. Somebody wrote that on the business card and gave it to him, and he put it inside his keepsake box.
Yeah.
But I don't know, even though that key thing is in there, it couldn't possibly be the murder weapon, could it?
I mean, it's got, like I said, it looks like it's got a little bit of a blood stain.
It do, but
I don't know why you would
get in his lockbox though. If that's the murder weapon, I mean, it could be because it's like gougy looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean,
but I mean, for him to die from that's gotta be, how long is that?
Oh shit!
It's the length of your finger.
Longer than my fingers. The actual key part is. That's my middle finger, so.
That's not as long as a pen, so I don't know, man. I don't know if that could kill you,
from tip to tip. I mean, the pen's a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it'd be the murder weapon though, because I don't know. I don't think that could kill him because they said blood pool from his head. Like,
yeah, this looks pretty clean for it to have had blood on it.
It would have been.
But it's from the casino.
True that.
We know Eugene was at the casino.
True, and we also
and we kind of ruled him out a little bit because
of the time.
That show. Yeah,
he was there from 11 till 5. He couldn't have, but he like took a break and no one said anything.
Yeah,
I mean, you were singing, you ain't gonna be on stage from 11 to 5 without a break.
Yeah,
so we don't know yet.
Is there more evidence? Plenty of shows have done a few. I know that is.
Yeah, I mean, I've done shows where I didn't take a break, but damn, 11 to 5 though.
Yeah,
shit, I maybe did take a break from a 3-hour event. But calm the fuck down. Like, I would have had time to kill somebody.
I was say usually they just kind of go get a drink or something. But yeah, I guess that could be a possibility. But I know him and then Mr. Crabtree were the only two that's been mentioned going to the casino. So if this is the murder weapon, so
advertise Julian and the Mrs. or the Mister. Maybe it wasn't an affair with a woman, and not necessarily. It could be anybody. She said, seriously, what if it's the person who wants Homeboy's Hotel? You talking about Candace White?
Yeah, I don't think she's actually getting. Yeah, I think she just works for the company.
Yeah,
that wants to buy it.
Yeah, she works for JRS or fuck. So I don't know about her, man. So let's look around. Who are you thinking so far? I
mean, the fact that they gave us this, and there's blood on this
card.
It's got a little bit of a stain on the other side. I can't really see. It's not as big, but there's a little bit of a stain in here.
A stain, yeah.
But yeah, that fucking smudge. I mean, it doesn't show up very good in the fucking camera, but it's red.
Well, I figured it was
like a dark red, like a maroon burgundy something. And how fucking heavy that thing is, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they could go that route and say that that's what killed them.
Yeah, the murder weapon.
I mean, it's not cleaned, but who will fucking put it in the lockbox? And then I guess it can't be Rodriguez because she gave it to you, but she doesn't know what's in there because she couldn't unlock it.
And I mean, it was in the water, so I guess it could have got cleaned somehow.
That's true.
If that's the case, I would think that business card would be more
saturated,
tore up.
So I don't know. That's a little rough, but I don't.
The contracts.
I'm not sure. Could be the contract. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, but I don't know. I'm up in the air about who did it right now. Hey, what's the other evidence we got?
That's it. That lockbox, I believe. Yeah, that's the last one.
So is this a send in information type of thing to her? And then
no, I was looking. Let me go back over here. Oh shit! Don't turn that fucking. Okay, there it goes. Oh, wait, this isn't even it. Let's see, where's it? We have this. When you think you have it, it's a little envelope. You can open it.
Okay.
But it says, do not open until you're sure you know who the killer is to confirm your theory. Without spoiling, you can go and get hints and things online if you want. But on the little booklet manual thing,
it just
says Objective: the mission is to identify his killer. Working alone or as part of a team, you will need to discover clear means, motive, and opportunity to find the killer. Only one suspect will fit all three categories. And discovering who it is will allow you to identify them as the murderer. To accomplish this, you will need to carefully read each of the documents in the box, examine the items included as evidence, and make deductive deductions to discover the truth of what happens. Sir, gameplay. Yeah. When you think you have identified the killer, you can check your answer by opening the solutions envelope. But be warned, once you do, there's no going back. Make sure you have opened the locked tin and know all the details of how the murder happened, why the killer attacked Julian, and whether the suspect in question could have been at the crime scene at the time of death before you open the solutions envelope.
Well, I mean, right now, the person who no one had any whereabouts of where they were was Mr. Dance for sure. He definitely has motive for like not wanting to pay him and wanting to get the money for the place, but he has the lien on it because of the victim. So he has the highest motive at the moment. I think this other person who has motive is the old man. But come on, who keeps working without being paid for that much? I know her.
Yeah, it's like who fits all three?
Olivia. She's stupid. What's the other? What's the third thing? Motive, opportunity. What was the other fucking thing we're supposed to be thinking about? I missed that.
Let's see here. Where was that? Means, motive, and opportunity.
Means. Okay.
So they had a way to kill him. Of course, he had the fucking tools there, but we didn't have any evidence about it.
Right.
Yeah. And we got that key, so I would think that would be more the means.
I mean, the note go to him could try to be trying to throw you off from the person who killed him too, though. I don't know.
Yeah, and then why he would kill him, I don't know.
I mean, I know the old man. I don't think it'd be weird to kill him because he wanted to get that fucking room. Like,
yeah, because I mean,
that ain't gonna get you.
Put blood on the carpet, and now it's definitely not gonna get fixed.
You definitely ain't getting in that room now.
I would be kissing ass to fucking get that room.
He killed him because he saw him with the turtle. Like, I don't know. That'd be kind of far fetched in my opinion. Yeah. The next person, and then I guess we're not gonna go over Rodriguez because obviously she's the one giving you the evidence, so they probably not gonna even bother with that. And I guess the husband and the wife, like, he was at the casino gambling, not giving a fuck. He saw him that one time doing with the air conditioning, but he wouldn't have got a chance to kill him because he went back to his room and he went back to gambling. The evidence shows so far, unless I missed something. And the wife,
that one, it got paid out like beforehand. We didn't see that he actually returned. I know that's his alibi.
Yeah, that's true though. But he was like 11:30, and that was like 11:20 when that was stamped paid. So was he really there? Because paid would mean you done, right?
Yeah, you're leaving.
But he said 11:30 a.m. He said he was busy all day. That's all he said. He didn't even mention 11:20. He was done. He said 11:30. That's when he was there, which.
So I was at the casino from early in the morning until 11:30. So that's when he was leaving the casino.
Okay, so he left the casino.
Trying to capitalize on.
Where the fuck did he go? To the Doors soccer game? Or volleyball
he returned to the motel because his wife asked him to go to find their daughter's good luck charm. So he left the motel or the casino to go to the motel to look for this good luck charm.
What the fuck is her good luck charm?
I don't know.
Did he think it was the turtle?
Maybe.
I don't know.
He said he only met the victim whenever I checked the room unit that day. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about with the cards. Right. After that encounter, he returned to the casino until his wife and daughter returned.
Okay. All we know was the guy was alive until at least 2:19 when he went in his room. Someone was
I'm not even sharing the fucking page. I was over there fucking pointing at it, reading it off.
I knew you was reading it. You good?
Yeah, there we go. But, yeah. So yeah, early in the morning until 11:30. So I mean that verifies that he was there that morning at some point.
But it doesn't say about old Dave Boy at 2 something when this motherfucker got killed.
Yeah.
Aphrodite said motive could also be the maid if he wrote her that message on that card. Yeah, but I don't know if someone wrote him the message.
I was about to say somebody wrote him the message.
Yeah, because it was telling him to go back to Cal, or, going back to California because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, the charm is the turtle. That's obvious, but that's supposed to belong to the dude's wife, dead wife, and unless his daughter had the same charm and he assumed that was hers. But that would be those two having something, and it wouldn't have anything to do with the victim dying.
Yeah, because that was just in a little pouch.
I mean, right now it still looks like it's Mr. Dance. Looks like Stuart Dance did it to me. I mean, unless Candace, but she said she never met him. Yeah, and I didn't see any evidence that she did.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I know Mr. Dance, he was trying to hide
the whole time, but we don't know where he's hiding.
I know, but to go into room 106 to kill him when this dude that you're hiding from is in room 105 right next door?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't show on the key card thing. It doesn't show anybody going into his room and killing him. So someone was already waiting in his room. Did anybody enter his room before he got back there and waited for him? That's the thing. Because there's no exits, of course. There's no way for us to know that.
Yeah. So we don't know.
His key card is 10001. I mean, it don't look on here like he entered his room. Or that off key, that one that was lost. Did that lost key enter 106 and that was it and stay in there and wait for him? He would use his own key any fucking way. He probably would use the lost key and then enter the fucking room.
Oh, I was hoping these would have the fucking key number. But they don't. Damn it. Plus I see everybody else's fucking key number. I know we figured out some of them.
Well, the lost key is that 10082016. But let's see let's check the records and see if it entered 106 at all.
Yeah, we checked the lost key, didn't we, earlier?
We figured
that out. Yeah.
We did, but I don't know if it
because I think the only two that showed up was
101.
101 and those. I remember they just kind of close together. I think. Was this it?
1 and 101. Yeah, that's all it entered.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking know.
Okay, I want to know. Let's see, where was that at?
I'd be dumb to use his own fucking key to enter his room and wait for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Of course, people are pretty dumb. Left, right, and left again. She got no time to fall in. Lines and lines of words. Figures and numbers. She got a kid back home, darling baby girl, all grown up, and the world just out of reach if mom can't bring bank home.
Well, she could have been waiting that whole time. That's true. She might not have gone to lunch.
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
But I mean, that seems more like lyrics.
That is lyrics. Aphrodite was saying down here. Well, the maid did take a long lunch. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
She could have been waiting that whole time. Also true.
Yeah.
So she left at 1:30 supposedly. He came back to his room at 2:19. He would have been killed between 2:19. Her supposedly finding him at 3:30, which it shows that her card key entered his room at 3:29. But that could have just been her going out the room and then entering with her card to pretend that she didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because they all work there, so they know that it's recorded when you enter a room with the card. So
yeah.
So that's very possible. But
I want to know what
was her key?
Left, right, and left again means.
I don't fucking know. I guess I'm not sure. So it could be Rodriguez too. Be right about that already. I think that Mr. Dance is too obvious though. That's why I'm kind of on the fence about him.
Yeah, I think that's too obvious, and the fact that the guy he's trying to hide from is next door to that, where he was found dead.
True, but
so I don't think he'd risk.
I mean, he's a drunk though. He wasn't even fucking there. But yeah, he wouldn't know that. But I mean, it's doing that just to throw you off because he was hiding all day. Again, she was gone way too long to be on a fucking lunch. Like, bitch, what you eating for 2 hours? Murder. That's what.
I won't close this out. I don't think we need that anymore.
Yeah.
Veronica's letter. I don't know. You think we need this JRS letter? I don't think so.
I mean, that kind of already gave us like the.
I was about to say we know he's in debt and
he fucking.
So I don't think we need anything with that. Close out some of these tabs. Okay, so let's see here. These movies and stuff. And we already kind of. Well, this one, because he died between 2:19 and 3:30.
He was watching a movie at 2:22.
They could have fucking bought the movie and just left it running.
Yeah, he could have bought the movie and then.
But that's what room 102. Oh wait, that's the fucking Chad dude. So I ain't even fucking worry about him.
Yeah, and he was watching the movie. You looking for room 106? I don't think they even have it up there. 106.
No,
it didn't. So we don't know what's going on.
No, because that's the one
that
from. The room 106 was the one he's working on.
Yep. So he went back in his room at 2:19. He went back in the 106 at 2:19. That's where he went. And then that Chad dude was in his room watching a movie at 2:22. So we already know it wasn't him anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Right now, I guess it's the maid which is fucking, she giving the evidence and shit, but she may not know what's in the box evidence. But it'd be weird for her to give all this evidence and shit. And
especially if that key is the murder weapon. I don't know.
She don't know what's in there though, because she said it was locked, right? You had to open it.
But if she killed him,
why would it be in there? That's the thing.
She would have to put it in there
with that, but that has to be the murder weapon, right? Because there's no other.
I haven't seen anything else that could be a weapon, right. And that was one of the things.
They're saying that's the murder weapon. So why the fuck was it in the lockbox?
And if she could get it in there, then she should know how to get it out, and then she would know it was in there, and she wouldn't want them to find it.
Right? Oh my fuck! What?
Unless it's like one of those double bluffs. Like, I think this is what you're gonna think, and so I'm gonna do it anyway.
Hey, she playing a game if that's the case.
He's like, we're playing.
He said,
playing chess over here. You're playing checkers.
She said left, right, and left again could be a combination lock, but you unlocked it. But that's
only that's an actual combination. Like,
yeah, and it only was numbers, so it's open from
number lock.
Yeah, open.
And it wasn't just
Aphrodite's like the dad, the Crabtree dad. I mean, what will be his motive though?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Why would the dad do it? The dad would have to have motive, and I didn't hear shit why he would kill this dude that was fixing his AC in his room. Like, my wife was fucking mad, and then he would kill him. His wife was mad. I mean, he could be a psycho, so I don't know. But
he's already a loser dad, so there's no telling.
There's that. I don't know. I'm not. All right, so what about the Candace White? What was the fuck she doing?
She said
103. What's her fucking key card? We need to figure out what key.
Okay, let's see. It says most of the day she was in the business center making phone calls, working through emails. And I think somebody else said something about like the business type or something about in the office or something.
All right, so
let's see. What room is the?
It's 200.
200. So see maybe which one's
open. 200.
200.
That was
one. Okay, right here.
The 1006.
Yeah, 600. 221.
221. Okay, that was at what time?
9:57
a.m. And that was the 200. So that's the business center. Let's see if there's any that number. Her key card is 221 at the end.
Okay, right here again at 12:32.
Okay, but she went into 201 and then back into 200. So she went into 201.
What was 201?
And then went back into 200.
201's I mean, there's a vending machine in there, so she could have got
Probably
hungry.
wanted something to drink and went back into the business center. Okay.
Okay. And how far apart was that?
Like a
Yeah,
minute.
2 minutes. So yeah,
that's what she did. Okay, and then go back down. See if she did anything else. She stayed in there the rest of the fucking time. Maybe is that her? No, that's not her.
103 at 4:47. That'd been after the cops got there.
Yep, she was in there the whole time.
And 103 is her room.
Yep. So she did. She was in
I mean, we don't
time.
know if she left, but she didn't go back in there. If she did,
yeah, it doesn't show that she left. Well, we don't know that. You're right. Yeah, I don't really see any motive for her besides what, like want her company to be able to get the building. But killing him wouldn't take the lien off, mind you. He'd be dead, yes, but it'd be paperwork and stuff still. But I don't. So if she killed him, that'd be kind of dramatic. Like,
I want this fucking thing already.
Blame everyone, then prove their innocence. That's usually the case.
Because I think she would want him to stay alive.
Right.
Even if she can't get the building for the company she works for or whatever right now, because the dude still owes the money and there's a lien or whatever. Eventually, the dude's going to have to file bankrupt and lose the fucking place anyways. And they could just obtain it then.
Cheaper, actually.
Yeah. It's like me getting this house because it was foreclosed.
Maybe it's obvious and maybe it's just Mr. Dance.
So you want to say maybe Candace is not it?
I'm going to say that Candace is not it. Because she didn't really have any motive. The means she didn't have because she was in the fucking business center. From the looks of it, she only came out, went into the fucking, the person who killed him had to be able to go in his room. He died in there. He was murdered in the fucking 106.
Okay. Let's see here. We figured out what's your face's number. Veronica's, right?
Yeah, Veronica's was that 180 at the end. At
the 40.
Yeah, the 40, 180, 180.
Okay. So 204. Let's go see where else she went.
Cleaning room, probably.
So I'm gonna move this right beside it.
That's Julian's spot. So she went to Julian's room.
204.
In the morning.
Okay. And then 201, which was the vending machine one, I think. Yes. Yeah, treadmills, weights, vending machine. Yep. That's 8:45. So she said something about going to get him coffee or offered to get him coffee or something. So that could have been there. Might be a coffee.
But she said she got busy and didn't go see him again until the afternoon or something.
Okay, so 1080. So then room 100, which is the main office, lobby, front, or no, Stu's. Okay. So she went and seen the owner at 9, probably getting her. I was about to say probably getting her like to-do list, but I mean, you're a fucking housekeeper. You just go down every fucking room. 202.
That would be
that's Eugene's room. So I guess you went in there to clean it.
Yes.
And then 105.
She went 105 is probably to clean. It's taking her about 30 minutes. That's pretty average for what they do for those runs. And she went into 103 at 11:30. And then 102 at 12:03. She's like a half an hour each run.
Okay, so she's going
down the line and cleaning.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2. So she didn't do 106. Of course, he's doing construction, so there's no need to do that.
Yeah.
So 102.
Then she went to 101.
So that took her a little bit longer.
And then 115, she went to 204. Who's 204? 204. Is that empty one? Julian's again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 115.
So she saw him in the afternoon. So
yeah, before she went take her lunch.
At 1:30.
I already forgot what the fuck her number was.
Oh, before
For 180, I'm looking. I was like, well, I don't remember. Okay. And then the next one would have been, yeah.
Aphrodite says she thinks that the business card is truly important. I get that, but I get that they had put that in there and it has blood on it. And it's from someone to Julian. But I'm not sure, to be honest. Read it again, DL, so I can listen to it, see what the fuck. See if it give anything away.
I didn't realize how careful I needed to be. I guess you stalked me online? ? I can't be any more clear. I'm relocating somewhere far away. New phone. Don't bother. And I found someone to go with me. You and I were a one-time mistake. Go back to California. I got a theory, maybe. Let me see here.
Okay.
So this is a family.
Yeah.
A daughter. He's standing far away.
That's what I saw.
She keeps giving the housekeeper, which is Julian's
stink guy.
Mm-hmm. She's not wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah, we pointed that out.
He could have been having like an affair, but no, maybe she is having an
affair. Well, they got this picture in here for a reason. I was going to say that before. Like, why is this picture here?
Yeah, I don't think there was anything on the back.
Actually, was there anything written on the back of the picture? Probably not. They don't want to give you too many clues.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see if I can find it real fast. Nope, it's
clear.
Blank.
Okay. I mean,
so maybe that's from her.
Yeah, that's very possible. But she's, she lied, said she didn't meet the victim, which I thought was like, okay. Did you not though?
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, obviously he's like, oh, I don't even know him, so I'm not the suspect. But one-time mistake. Oh, fuck, for all we know, she could have been from California. That could be his kid, and that could be why he's not standing right beside him and kind of has nothing to do with her.
Hey, that could be true.
I mean,
the problem in here is why the fuck was the possible only murder weapon inside the locked fucking box?
Unless he had the lockbox open.
Possibly. And who threw it? And she threw it in there and threw it in the river, right?
Yeah, they said they found it in the river. Or
yeah, she found it in the river.
Something.
Yeah, Rodriguez said she found it in the river. So I would say
maybe the lockbox was unlocked and open for whatever reason.
In the murder room that it occurred in, and she threw it in there and threw it in the river with the card that she would have gave him, right?
Maybe she could have
evidence.
I mean, that's only two things in this keepsake box.
Yeah, it's just that card. So if she gave him the card,
and then he could have gotten upset about it, maybe.
That's
and
possible.
Then they had a struggle, and then she, like, in the struggle.
Read her thing again about where she was at.
She was with the daughter at a softball or a volleyball thing.
Yeah, I get that, but see if she could have.
Ava Crabtree says she was with their daughter Olivia at a volleyball tournament in Reno. Miss Crabtree said that after the volleyball tournament, she took her daughter to get ice cream. She said she didn't know the victim.
All right, and what did he say his wife did? He mentioned his wife did something, right?
Oh, he said he returned to the motel because his wife asked him to find their daughter's good luck charm.
Okay.
He said he only met the victim, for the AC and stuff.
When Mr. Ford arrived at the room to check the AC all day after the encounter, Mr. Crabtree then returned to the casino until his wife and daughter returned. But then he mentioned something. Oh, and I thought he mentioned something about his wife going to do something, but no, I guess he did not. I don't know. That doesn't really give us anything with that. Even though that sounds like that could be the case, but
Veronica's notes about stuff. Sue.
Let me read her letter about where she found the 10, because she said she found the 10 in the river, right?
I think so. I'll go back. But for her observations of the family, loser dad hangs back from his family, spent all day at the casino, saw him go into the casino again Sunday morning, ragged mom, seemed real stiff, gave me a stink eye more than once.
Yeah, she mentioned the housekeeper. too, and then like in her little complaint thing.
Yeah.
Obviously had a problem with her for no reason. If you have a housekeeper, be like, what you mean, bitch?
Yeah. Nice girl. Introduced herself to me a little spoiled. Pretty sure she was at some sports thing all day, every day. But she couldn't wait to go home. Santa Cruz.
That's California? Arizona? Yes. Where's the fuck is Santa Cruz?
Isn't that California?
I thought it was.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
It's California, yep.
Yeah.
Baby girl waiting back home for bank. Mom to make bank or some shit. Right. It was talking about her, wasn't
let's look at some of these lyrics again.
It's talking about her.
Maybe. Let's see.
Like that
all right, you just want to know about the 10.
Yeah, but what she said she found the 10.
Okay.
I forgot I said it was a watertight box. It seems like the setting them up. Maybe how fortunate to find the 10 belonging to the victim. Yeah, it is fortunate.
Yeah. I've dug through the trash and tried to find clues that might help. I don't have a lot, but I've included as much as I could. My neighbor Eugene is a pretty observant guy who writes songs about the guests. So Eugene writes the songs about them.
Okay.
So that's probably what those other things are. The ones in the journal I feel like is still Julian, but the others could be Eugene writing them. I think the lyrics might give you some more insights into the people who were here that weekend Julian died. There are some things that belong to Julian too, like his keepsake box. Eugene found it in the riverbed, which I don't get. Julian kept what he called his little memories in there. I don't think he would have thrown it away like that. So yeah, I got a feeling that it was already open, and somebody just knew that nobody else would know the combination, so they hid a weapon in there and then threw it away. Because even if they found the box, they would have a hard time getting it.
It's
like a saw and
very possible that Ava kept Crabtree because that lyrics now. The lyrics about those lyrics again. I think the one on the napkin. No, not just that one, and also the other one about baby girl.
Oh God, let's zoom in a little bit more. He's a miser, the old captain who keeps to his quarters.
That's the old
on a ship in sand, and he don't pay his crew. But the crew gets out of town, and he won't pay his crew. Yeah, I think that's
talking about Mr.
somebody else. But yeah, fucking hasn't paid him for 5 years. Fuck that.
Crazy. And that one about the bank.
And this says left, right, and left again. She got no time to fall in lines and lines of words, fingers and numbers. She got a kid back home, darling, baby girl, all grown up, and the world just out of reach if mom can't bring bank home.
Shit,
I believe that's the only thing on that fucking napkin.
Okay, so if it could have been her, I don't know when she would have had time. She could have snuck away during the game because the daughter's like playing. So technically, she could have. But we don't have any notes or motives showing that she did leave the game. As far as means, I guess with that fucking tool is in his room. So I guess that's the means. But opportunity, that could have been. We don't know if she left the game or not. And the motive, if they were having an affair from that card. And
there ain't nothing else on that.
About he stalking her, she thought, but I guess that's because he showed up at the same place as she was going when he was working. And talk about going back to California. Yeah, I know, right? After I said, who works for 5 years with no pay? Like, I don't know. He gave him room and board, so who knows? Some people be stupid. What can I say? Oh God, who are you leaning towards so far?
I still don't think it's Stewart.
Too easy, right?
Yeah, and I don't think it's the drunk dude.
No, I don't think it's him. He don't have much of a motive. Like, you got my wife's turtle. Like, I don't see that.
Yeah.
That's stupid. But a giraffe did stomp
he kind of
so.
ruled out Eugene because of the concert thing. And then Candace, because I feel like she probably was in that room all day, because the only things that her key opened was those.
Sure that. I mean, it's possible it was Ava Crabtree.
I was about to say Buck and Ava, the Crabtrees. And since it has a casino thing, I would think it would be Buck, but I don't know why.
Because he found out his wife was having an affair with that dude. He could be mad about it. I mean, it could be either one of them. It could be her or him. It could be either one. Yeah, but he went back to the hotel. You know, he was there. We don't know what time he went back to the casino because he didn't give a time.
Yeah, and she didn't say anything about needing the good luck charm. Just that she was gone at the volleyball tournament.
Yeah, he said that shit, but
he said that. So. But that could have been the reason why he went back there, because he knew she wouldn't be there and whatever else. I don't know.
So I mean, technically, he could have killed him.
Yeah,
but it would have had to be at 2 something though.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards him, but I still don't really know why, unless it's just that whole affair ordeal or something.
It would have been that. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, I don't know, it could be the mom or the fucking dad, but see, the mom had a motive, had the alibi being her daughter's game. The husband does not.
Yeah.
He left the casino at 11:30, supposedly went back to the hotel right where the dude was murdered. We don't know what time he arrived there. We don't know what time he left there. You know what I'm saying? If he found that fucking card in that dude's room with that note from his wife, I don't know, dude. He could have. He does have the means to have done it, and he had the opportunity, and he has motive if there was an affair. And it sounds like that card she gave him and said that, you know, some reason she thought he was stalking her online. Like, bitch, what? You think too much of yourself. So I don't know.
Okay, so I was thinking these lyrics might have something more to do with it. So, hunting coyotes, the sun was going down, and a man without a crown. This is the Sunset's Motel.
Yeah.
So that could be a reference to that somehow. Was clutching to a leash an empty collar. You know, you keep your dog on leash. Also, you know,
what's the scratched out
relationship?
Word? Can we zoom in?
It looks like that says leech. Maybe LEA.
Really scraped out the first top word.
The sound was, yeah, I see a G and a G. Yeah. So like a leash, you know, like a ball and chain, talking about, you know, being in a relationship type ordeal.
Yeah.
So he's clutching on a leash an empty collar. So saying that possibly it could be Buck, you know, still grasping for Ava, who's just kind of like, no, I'm done type ordeal. Just has nothing to do with him.
Aphrodite said try to also check the handwriting, compare the handwritings on the item and stuff.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking hard. Especially since most of the shit is fucking in like Eugene's or Julian's, so I don't think that'd really help too much.
Very much. Unless the card, and you got the card, so unless the card, but that would be supposedly from Miss Ava.
Possibly. I don't know. And it's like he thought the coyote was mild, but let me tell you she was wild. Mm-hmm. So that kind of also leads to Ava, you know, being kind of wild, you know, stepping out, having affairs, this and that.
Yeah.
Not at all the type to come back at a holler. So she's, you know,
he called
maybe
for her, she like,
one night stands, not to come back at one.
He like called
holler,
for you,
and then this
like,
card says, you and I were a one-time mistake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that's the case. That's the motive for the affair, but we still don't know if it's the husband or the wife.
I still think it might be the husband.
I think it's the husband because he's the only one who went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Yeah, and then also the casino
Well,
key.
the man hunts the coyote, or the coyote hunts the man.
We'll see.
But I'm betting
that could be.
that's why coyote.
Well, I mean, the coyote would be, I guess, in reference to Ava. I was about to say
Sure.
the man side.
Yeah, but I'm
Julian.
betting that Sly Coyote, she's got a plan that the man cannot reckon. I think it's Leash Aphrodite. At least the second word he wrote was leash, and then the first one was leech.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. Come on.
EACH. Yep. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yep. Right now I'm leaning towards the dad, Mr. Buck Crabtree. I mean, because he went to go in his room, that don't mean he didn't push him in there. You know what I'm saying? So we don't necessarily have to have like him entering. He could have made him go in there. We don't know.
You want to go back through the keys card numbers? I know we've went kind of through some of them, but like figure out whose key is what. Like not who has what key, but actually go through these numbers and then kind of see if that's lines up with anybody's alibi.
I think the room 104. 104 is the Crabtrees.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the room number. I'm talking about the card numbers.
Okay, what would you want to?
Because I don't know if we've actually figured out each and every card or who has what card exactly. Because I know the drunk dude, Mr. Cogswell, he has 2 cards because he lost the first one, and we figured that one out. But I don't think we figured out this other one.
His replacement card.
Yeah, or I didn't write any of those down, so that would be.
I did write down that we know Victoria's card, which she didn't do it more likely. Yeah. And then we figured out that Miss Candace White, her card is the 221. The 10600 221 is Candace. Okay, so I know that, and that means that is her room number. She is in room number 103, so that's 103's number card. So Miss Candace's number, and then the 100-82016 is the lost one, that's the lost card that opened only a few things. And then we figured out that 100001 was Mr. Dance Stewart.
Yeah.
And then the 106-87221, I believe that was the victim. That would be.
Let's go through here to start at the top and to see which ones we have. And okay, so that one's Stewart's.
So that's 600. Let me just write them down and make sure.
This one is, you said, Candace's.
Okay, so that's Candace's. Okay.
And then you got 40-180.
That is Victoria's.
Okay, let me write that down. So 40-180. Okay, I think they're all 100 at the beginning. Oh no, wait, no, some of them's 10, but
yeah, some of them 10.
So I am going
to
number those off.
And then that one, the 814-40180 is Victoria's.
Okay, so that's all. We've already figured all those out. Okay, 687-220.
I thought we said who that was. Let me see. 100-1068-720. And that open 104 if that open. Wait a minute. 104 is the Crabtree, so that had to be Ava and or Mr. Crabtree.
Yeah, I think they got 2 cards, didn't they?
Yeah, so let's see how many times we see that fucking number.
Okay, Crabtree. So which one was that? This one?
Yeah, that
was
2220.
Was that 104, 201, 104?
Sunday at 12:04.
104.
At 227.
101.
So what's room 104? That's his room, right?
Yeah, that's their room, and that is 227.
Yeah.
The time frame of Julian
going to his room at 219.
being killed is 219 to 330. So that could be them returning after that. And 101.
235, he went into
the laundry room. Yeah, 101 laundry. To wash the clothes, the blood.
That's very possible.
And then 104 again afterwards.
That was after. Wait, 252?
Well, I mean, after going to the laundry room, he returned back to his room.
Who registered the front desk? What is 780? Pool deck. Who the fuck is that?
That could be the dude's new number.
That
the drunk dude
is, right?
Because
yeah,
the one he went up to the front desk to write the complaint.
That is the new one. Okay.
He said it was 315.
Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
3,
he
4,
was coming
7,
from
8.
the pool area.
So that's Mr. Caldwell.
Yeah, that's his
new
replacement key.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So
we got that one.
20, 104.
I don't see that 220 again.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna say that is one of the Crabtrees.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
more likely the husband coming back in the afternoon because his wife supposedly sent him for the Lucky Charm. He said he went to the room to look for that,
and then went to the.
And that's when
room?
he said he saw the victim for the AC. Is what he said.
Yeah.
So, do you see what's his name? Key going into their room where he would have ran into him? Because he went in his room at 219 with his card. He went from 104 to 106. He went in their room at 104 at 215. He wasn't even there for the AC thing, right? He didn't show up until 227. But that means what's his name would have been back in his room supposedly at 219. He only went in there for a check with the AC. And he said that that's when he saw him.
Yeah.
When he went to fix the AC, but he wouldn't have saw him. He didn't go into his room with his key card when he was in there. So when did he see him? When he killed him. That's when the fuck he saw him. Yeah, it's possible, Aphrodite. She said maybe Olivia is the victim's kid. Probably. They had an affair.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Whatever. That's why
back in that song about, baby girl all grown up. Baby girl, you call your daughter baby girl. I call my daughter baby girl all the time.
Yeah, baby girl, all grown up. It doesn't have to be actual grown up, but
she's not grown up. I say my daughter grown up. She's 6. So the fuck?
Yeah, but I mean, if he hasn't seen her in forever,
that's what I mean. So yeah, they had an affair, so it's probably, and he might be suspicious of the fact. I mean, she a stupid bitch, so she probably left some clues of that shit. Not to mention she gave that motherfucker a card. I think the dad did.
Yeah, I was about to say the fact that he's kind of standing apart.
And that's why they showed you the picture. That's why. Even for nothing.
And the fact she ain't got her wedding ring, so she can be going and getting with other guys that doesn't know she's
she don't want nobody to be like, nah, I'm not fucking with a married bitch. But she take a ring off so they can be like,
take the ring off, slide in your pocket, go to the bar.
Fuck,
ain't nobody know.
Facts, dude. What are you leaning towards right now? You think the dad captured?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I believe it's one of them. I'm beginning to think it's more and more him. Of course, I kind of initially thought that anyway.
I mean, unless she just dipped out doing her fucking, but they don't have we have nowhere in the notes showing that she dipped out at all. Yeah. They probably gave us a clue that she dipped out. She didn't get no timestamps. She said
there might still be another key or something. I mean, because we don't know exactly whose key that was.
True, but it's one of their keys more than likely. And the time of what he said, he talking about he saw the victim. I wrote down what the fuck he said. He said that
he saw it. Saw him when he came checking the AC or something.
AC. That's not true though, because he went in their room.
But if that is her card, Of course, that means she wasn't at the thing.
True, but like
They have
it
two
could be
different
him or
cards.
her.
Yeah,
They do. Is there another card that open 104?
I don't know.
The
Let's see.
card would
Let's
be the
just keep
same
going
number,
through
wouldn't
these. No, it's a card. It's just like a debit card or whatever. They just when you get your room, they just take it, swipe it, and it just automatically loads in whatever information unlocked that door.
All right.
And
Well, let's see if there's any other ones that's open
Okay,
in
what-
104 besides people who we already figured out.
That was the 687-222, wasn't it? That we just looked at.
Yeah, the one that we used with the
Okay.
times and shit.
Okay, we figured that one out. That's
I don't see any other numbers.
okay. We got that is Candace's.
Yeah, that's Candace.
Okay, who's 71436?
I don't know who that is. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna write it down for now and see if it opened any other doors. 1 4.
So it's 201, which
3,
was
and it opened
the
201.
vending machine.
Vending machine. So it opened 201 at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it opened any other doors. It
Yeah,
opened 102.
2.
What's 102?
102 is Veronica's ex.
So Chad,
Yeah,
that's his key then.
could be. Yeah.
More than likely.
36, 14, 36.
Don't see any more after that.
Nope.
So that's Chad's key then.
Okay.
Any other numbers?
I think that's all for that page. 82016.
That is the lost key card that only opened something a few times. Yeah, 20016. That's the lost key card.
Okay.
That would be before the old guy lost it, probably though, because he got his new key down here at the register mark at 317, but he probably still had his key until he dropped it because he's a drunk ass.
Yeah.
And he went into
He
room
must be fucking related to Gray.
Right. He went into room 101 the last time at
like your wife ain't dead. She's just hiding somewhere drinking.
Probably. Shit. So he had the key until then. So that's pretty much Caldwell's card until he lost it. But I don't think no one ever retrieved it from the looks of it. So that was him. He lost it at like 250, and because he's a drunk motherfucker. Then he went and got a new key card because he couldn't have got back into his room otherwise. But he went to the pool after that. Yeah,
and that's where it said on the police report.
Right.
Oh, he's coming from the pool deck.
Yeah, nobody else fucking went to the pool. I noticed that.
No. Okay. This 87-221. That
Aphrodite said maybe the message wasn't to Julian. It definitely was though. The way it's read is to him. Yeah, and someone gave him the business card back. Like, you give your business card.
At first I was thinking maybe his wife, Ava, might have gave this to Julian. Buck, and then he got mad about it. But it says, I guess you stalked me online. Well, unless
I think that they had the one night stand, and then since she didn't have she didn't want him to have her number, he was trying to call her, but he tried to stalk her online probably because he was interested. Yeah. And she wasn't having it. So that's probably why she said that. I think she wrote it on his business card and she gave it to him.
Yeah.
Like that note was. Maybe the husband found it in the room when he killed him.
Yeah, and maybe she hadn't gave it to the guy yet. Or whatever.
He threw the weapon and the card in the fucking box and tossed it in the riverbed. When he left, he went back to the casino. So, I mean, it's very possible. Aphrodite, the lost key was found. That it wasn't found actually because there was no need. I guess it was found. We have it, so I guess technically it was found later. But there's no more entries for it after 250, which is more likely when the old dude lost it because he's a drunkard. So, the key didn't open anything relevant as far as we can see on the stuff that they gave us. I'm still thinking it's to that at this point.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna have to be wrong. I think
so. Do we have anything for the 87-221?
87
or 687?
I think that is that's the victim.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's the victim.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think we marked all of them.
That's what I was just kind of going through here.
Yeah.
That's his new one.
Yep. That is the maid after that, housekeeper.
4139.
That somebody went to the pool deck and 104. That must be the Caldwells.
Crabtrees.
That's the Crabtrees, yep. That's the other key for their room.
Okay.
So that maybe is the wife later on, because that was at 4:35 after everything had happened.
Yeah. Sunday. She first gets back at 3:55.
Yep. So that, let me write that one down. That's 10004139. It's probably Ava.
Yeah, so we're gonna say the other one was Bucks.
Yeah. I'm still leaning towards him. What you think?
Yeah. I mean, we went through there. We kind of found her key and which one was his based off of that. And
Aphrodite, we leaning towards the dad. You know, you were kind of suspicious of him yourself too. So, are we going to open it and see? See if we're wrong or right.
Where is the lost key? Was it found?
Yeah.
I don't know where it was found at.
Yeah, they didn't say.
All right, so you want me to open this?
Yeah, let's just go ahead. We're wrong, but that's, I mean, fuck. Oh, here we go.
Okay. How small that is compared to the whole fucking envelope.
Right there?
Whatever. It's like, okay.
Y'all showing off the envelope size.
It's like almost half the size. Okay. All right, let's see. So we're saying it's who? Buck Crabtree?
Buck Crabtree.
Hello, investigator. Congrats on putting Buck Crabtree behind bars. Okay. He didn't care about his family, but still felt possessive enough to murder Julian Ford in a fit of rage. What if Julian just told Ava it was over to her face instead of passing her that note? So that was from Julian. I was thinking that was to Julian.
The way they wrote it didn't seem like she was stalking him. It seemed like she was saying he stalked her, but hey.
Oh!
He found it, right?
Shit.
Oh, what?
Because they're from Santa Cruz, California.
They are, yeah.
And it says go back to California.
Yeah, but he's from California too, though, right?
He is originally.
But that's what he cheated at with her.
And then he says, I'm relocating somewhere far away. He moved to Nevada.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know exactly where Santa Cruz is.
How far he thinks that is.
This town is.
He relocated, but yeah. Okay.
Or whatever.
He was living at the hotel, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's, what was it, Garfield or
something?
No, Nevada. Garfield. Yeah. I forgot what the fuck place.
Garfield, Nevada, I think. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. But I don't know where that's located. So it could be far away.
So he was writing it to her. Either way, we kind of had that one back, but hey.
Yeah, we had that backwards because
we knew who somebody came from. We knew it was her or him.
Yeah. Okay.
After that, I knew it. Yeah, I couldn't tell that. Their writing is terrible. I'm sorry, it wasn't very clear which direction that was coming from. To be honest with you.
Yep. Let's see. Eugene Young's going on tour soon. He thanks you for your help. Chad was also caught and returned to his cell. Looks like JRS pulled their offer when they found out there was a murder, and Stuart Dance is still stuck with the motel for now. I've heard Veronica got her car back and the cops let her off the hook. She wants to thank you too. I think that finally closes the book on this case. Great work, Michelle Gray.
Yeah.
I thought I'd go in a little bit more detail.
It's like, nah, that's enough of it.
Like, you know exactly how he did it, why he did it, when he did it.
Well, I guess we all know he found the fucking card because she fucking kept it because she's a stalker, apparently. And I guess the blood was on it because he threw it. Why the fuck? He threw it inside the box that was in the room that must have been open at the time.
Yeah, I mean that's where
fucking murder weapon in there too. Yeah. There wasn't any blood on it, I guess, because it was in the river. Maybe he wiped it off on something.
Maybe.
Yes, and threw it in there. After I said, "I got something right," laugh out loud. You funny. But either way, rather you like figure out who sent who the thing. It's kind of like that kind of buoyed to the thing because of the all the stuff together. But
yeah, I was about to say we kind of figured it was possibly between those two.
Yeah, well, it had to be him because he went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
The wife did not, from any evidence they gave us. So
yeah,
that kind of made
afterwards.
it solidified it type of situation. And then that going back and he lying talking about, oh, I saw him with the air conditioner in the room. No, the fuck you didn't, my boy, because you didn't go in your room at the same time he was in it. He already went back to 206. I guess you was like and stabbed him in his fucking eye when you went in there and then went back to your room like nothing fucking happened. This murdering psycho. Yeah, we still solved it either way.
So I'm so happy. Or so
so happy. Yeah, we did it either way. Well, of course we did. We solved every time we played them, though.
Oh, yeah. We good at this.
We good. We should have been detectives and shit.
Yeah. I was telling Tillery before we went live, those other boxes I had thought about us doing, they're more like paranormal. It's made by the same company. And it's like a 5-box set instead of just a single one and done.
You just had to decide to do like 5 episodes, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be like what we did with the Moon Summit one with, was it Toby?
Yeah, Toby, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, that dude.
That's for Toby, man.
Yeah. That was a 6-box set, so these are 5, so it's one less. But I was looking as I was scanning them in, and the one I had thought about us doing for this, I was thinking the whole month of October or whatever, you know. It was like 5 days. I mean, we could do one in September and the rest in October. But they had like all kinds of different like witchcraft alphabet type ordeals that you'd have to figure out. And then they had the Navy, the naval flag type alphabet incorporated in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do it like this. I mean, me and my wife already started solving that one. We're like 4 boxes in or 3 boxes in, about to start number 4.
Nice.
But yeah. But it came with some sage and gives you like little rituals you could do and shit if you wanted to.
Wow, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean
that's detailed as fuck. Hey, right, you had to send me that link again to the website where you bought those from, or where you bought that company one from.
This one I think that we just did is only exclusive at Target. I don't think you can buy it from them. But yeah, the actual company itself, they have it's Hunt a Killer is the company that makes it.
That's right. I was going to buy one so we could do. So you don't have to just be buying them all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say they're pretty expensive, especially the
ones that get more details. I would imagine
5 or 6 box sets or whatever. I think it's like
sage and shit, making rituals.
Oh yeah, and all these actual real props and shit.
Yeah, that would cost
stuff. So yeah.
Oh, Aphrodite says she knows the Wiccan alphabet. So see, we need her.
No, I think it's something that they made. I don't think it's actual Wiccan. I think it's.
Oh,
I mean, it might be. I don't know. It looks like trees and moons and flowers and shit. And
it might be. I mean, I only read some of that stuff, so Aphrodite would know better than me.
I don't know, but they have a website and you can go through different posts and there's different fucking shit. It gets pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, she said, let's get one and then we'll all chip in and get it together.
Yeah, but I had planned on doing that one because I figured that'd be perfect for Halloween, October and shit.
Yeah, we would have.
I was like, but that would be so hard because you would have to actually physically write down that alphabets and then what you think that letter is.
You remember the fucking other shit we had to go through before students was trying to fucking.
And I was like, man,
do the fucking Morse code and shit.
Each and every single person would have to do it, so they would have reference to it and shit.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Let's not do one that's going to be that crazy. Like,
I know. So I was like, yeah, no. I was like, we'll do this.
The Morse code shit was enough. Remember, you Aphrodite was really trying to go in on that shit, and we had like. Was it 4 of us at the time?
Yeah.
I think
Well, I mean, imagine the fucking the naval flag thing. I would never fucking guess that.
No,
because it's like little X's with squares and shit, and just go in different directions. I was like, what?
Y'all getting
and it's not even just that. They had like it looked like a charcoal rubbing, like you have it like etched into a tree, and they took a paper over it and charcoaled it. That's what you get. So it's not even completely clear, and you're looking at it. It's not straight lines. It's like on top of each other and
they need to
angled and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Right?
It gave me a headache looking at it.
That would give you a fucking headache, though. I'm just saying.
It's like after we in the stream, I'll go through those boxes before we get off here, and I'll just show you the paper. It was so fucking hard to look at. I was like, and I didn't know what side was
decoding. Yeah, it's cool and everything.
I love it. Damn. But, the actual witchcraft alphabet thing that was easy and kind of fun.
Yeah,
and you learn a little bit each fucking box or whatever. They give you a little bit more or whatever, so you can slowly fill out the alphabet.
Right.
But that one I was looking at, I didn't know what side was up, what side was down, because it was literally somebody took a piece of paper, rubbed charcoal over it to get the indentation, so you don't know if it's like reversed, if it's fucking upside down, right side up, what the fuck it is. Nice. The letters aren't straight lines. It's like have a letter to one word right here, then down here, back up here, and then over here, and you're just like,
oh my god,
what the fuck?
That's fucking funny as shit.
It was crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this live.
We're not doing this one. She advertised like my kind of jam. Yeah. It's interesting to lie. Yeah, well, I'll look up some and see what maybe we want to get.
But I got that one. That's the paranormal ones. It's made by Hunter Killer. Yeah. But it's not labeled as Hunter Killer. It's labeled as Empty Faces.
Okay. Empty Faces. Nice.
It's cool. The same company. I think you can access it through their website. I think it's like a sub website off of it or whatever.
Oh, okay, cool.
But they got all kinds of different paranormal things. I got that one. I got The Mind.
Oh, The Mind. Yeah, I think it's
The Mind, which I haven't started that yet. I can look in it. But it has like a fucking thick ass book in there. I kind of looked through, see what stuff. And it's like a fucking thick museum brochure, but it's not like a fucking brochure. I mean, it's
thick as fuck.
I would say it's at least that thick.
Damn.
Or whatever. And it's actually got shit on every fucking page. It's like an actual book. I was looking at it.
They serious about these, aren't they?
I was like, God damn, I'd hate to try to fucking scan that in and shit.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like hard because we like, yeah, right. Oh my god, forced to.
I was like, fuck. I'd be like, I'll let y'all do that. Y'all order it. Y'all scan the shit in.
Exactly right. I mean, I got a scan.
I was about to say I got one, so I got all that shit on. But God,
damn, that's a new one.
Fucking crazy. But yeah, we did this.
Yeah. Yay us. We solved another case.
It took us over an hour, but
that's okay. That's because we talk a lot. We trying to figure shit out, y'all. Shit, you think people solve cases in like a fucking hour or two? They do not solve it in 2 hours. It's telling you years, okay? Fucking years, or maybe never. You heard of that shit?
Cold case.
So we awesome. What the fuck out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it took us.
Some cold cases.
I would say probably about 2 hours, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we've been on here almost 3.
Going through all the evidence and then deciding and then going through other stuff for the second hour.
Yeah. And then fucking try not to laugh too much with the fucking giraffe.
That's fucking giraffes.
I was like, what the?
They put that in there just to make you laugh, obviously. But what the fuck, though? Who the fuck? You ain't never living. You ain't living that down when your ass dead. You get stomped, trampled by a giraffe.
A fucking giraffe. Imagine how tall that shit is, and you're sitting in a fucking hot tub outside. How do you not see it coming? Even if it's coming up from behind you, how the fuck do you not hear its footsteps as it's charging? I don't care if I'm buck ass naked in that fucking hot tub. I'm jumping my ass out and running.
I can't, man. Just thinking about seeing that happen is just
and then the arms just flailing around. It's like you didn't die the first time it stepped on you. What?
I can't. That shit is hilarious though. Like, who the fuck is trampled by a giraffe? For God's sake, what the fuck?
Apparently, that dude.
Damn, what you do, man? You cursed or some shit? I don't even know. That's terrible. Like, dad died against trampled by a giraffe.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Telling somebody that they ain't gonna believe your ass. They gonna think you joking. You will be all serious and shit.
Yeah. It was an old dude, wasn't it?
I guess he was an older dude. Like him and his wife was going to be in the hot tub. Like him and his wife was going to be in the hot tub. And
I think it said his name.
And his fucking name, fucking giraffe name was Pickles.
Let's see. Oh, he's 48. So
yeah, but like, damn. I guess he wasn't paying attention. Maybe he had some like an MP3 player playing or something. Like,
I was about to say I do that a lot. I lounge around the house with my headphones, especially with the kids. I'm like, I don't want to listen here. I'll put my headphones in,
right?
Earbuds and shit. Listen to music.
See, you would have got turned on by the drive. You wouldn't have heard it coming, man. Probably through the bass and your music was do 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 do, and it was the fucking giraffe traveling through. I can't, man. Everybody's like, I'm telling you, Pickles
hits differently on headphones.
For the tail. Oh, she said she put him in one of her tails. Pickles. Pickles going on. Death by giraffe is some kind of common death. That's what I said. Did he do something at a zoo when he was a kid? It was time to pay up. He like
and the fucking zookeeper dudes said that he fucking had a thing against people and shit. I was like, what?
What the fuck people been doing to this giraffe, man? They been plucking at his legs or some shit. Like they feed him some nasty ass grass. I don't know what the fuck they eat. Some straw. Whatever the fuck kind of fruit they like. Did somebody give him rotten fruit, something? And he was like, I fucking hate humans. And was like, my one chance is trample this dude in the fucking water. That's weird.
He slipped through a hole in the enclosure.
A hole, my dude.
That's not a hole. It's just gotta be a fucking hole.
Motherfucking size of a house, skinny or not. The fuck? He can't fit through a hole.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're about the size of a horse or something widthwise.
Yeah, but that long ass neck.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I mean, every time I've seen a giraffe in an enclosure or a zoo, it doesn't really have a high fence, but I mean,
he's talking about a hole.
It's still pretty wide.
I should have probably fixed that. Like, why aren't you going to jail then?
I know, right?
Escape. Because of you. He can't just leave. He didn't step over the gate. You left the big ass hole. They're talking about, oh, I guess I should have fixed that. What kind of fucking zoo you running, man? And no one thinks the giraffe is going to murder them. You hear that from? This ain't Africa. What the fuck?
Yeah, I could see them fucking calling their kids or grandkids or whatever, like, hey, grandpa died. It's like, how did he got stomped to death by a giraffe? Did he go to the zoo? No, he was just chilling in his hot tub.
Fucking giraffe. That's crazy.
It's like, all right, grandma, you've been smoking and drinking, ain't you?
That ain't even true. We will come there. Grandpa gonna be there. He ain't here. Oh my god. Aphrodite's like too hot in the hot tub. Yeah, apparently. I can't. His wife. Good thing, man. She would have came out there joining. They both would have been trampled.
Yep.
That's
it said, I think that she had planned on it. It was like at the door or something, and then watched it happen.
Oh no!
No, honestly, if that was me and I see that's about to happen, I just turn around and be like, whoop, sucks for you. No shit. I ain't fucking staying there watching it. I did that one time at fucking work when I worked at Trinity. I thought dude was about to die, and I just turned around and walked off. I was like, nope. I'm not about to be fucking.
Yeah, you'll be traumatized forever.
I was like, I ain't about to be fucking traumatized out here.
I ain't looking at that.
And that was the most unsafest place I've ever fucking worked.
Look at you, I'm like, nope, I ain't watching.
I almost died out there multiple
yeah, I was gonna
fucking
say,
times.
You told me some fucking horror stories of that shit.
Yeah, but we was fucking we built barges, and in my department they pulled up the bottom and we hung the sides.
Yeah.
Which took two 75-ton cranes to hang one side. So that just tells you how fucking massive this shit is. It's straight metal, fucking at least that thick.
Good Lord.
And then they'd hang the front and back, and the front most of the time was a rake, which means it curves up.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's not just a straight up.
Right.
So when they hang it, they have to put something under the front part where it's at the top, where it's kind of curved or whatever, to help support that. So they have this fucking giant stand, and these fucking walls were at least 13 to 15 feet tall from bottom to the part where you stand on, and then the little bit of the railing to go up. But when you're hanging it, there's no railing. So it's, I would say, probably about 13 feet tall. Yeah. And that stand has to be higher than that because it sits on the ground, and the whole thing while you're working on it sits up probably about 3 feet.
Right.
So you're looking at probably close to 18, 20 feet maybe tall fucking stand. And they fucking bring that in with a crane, and then you have to climb on it. There's no fucking way to put a ladder up it in the space that's at or anything. There's no steps on it. You're just fucking like climbing a tree, just finding whatever you can do, whatever, get up to the top, the very fucking top of that motherfucker, unhook the crane or whatever, and then climb back down. And my supervisor was up there, and I was walking by, and he had unhooked it and started climbing down about halfway down. And I guess the crane operator didn't wait for the chains to go all the way down and make sure it was clear. Start pulling it and hook back up on it. And the fucking thing just started falling over. And I see my supervisor up like halfway, just fall straight down, and it's falling like towards him. And I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm about to shit myself. So I fucking went to the bathroom and sat in there for a while.
Just in case he's done. I want to see that.
I was like, no, I'm not fucking being traumatized. I'm like, if I see blood and shit, I'm gonna pass out. There like 2 motherfuckers died out here. I was like, nope. I'm gonna go in the bathroom.
I'll wait to hear if he died or not.
Yeah, I was like, nope. I'll deal with the thing on my conscience that I could have done something. But honestly, I couldn't have. It's a fucking giant ass fucking thing, probably weighed a couple tons itself, falling over on him. I'm not gonna fucking go out there and fucking hold it up.
Trying to go. Nope. I'm hiding in the bathroom. Look, Aphrodite posted something on her Facebook wall. You won't be able to see this, so you gonna have to go on Facebook on her wall and look at it. She fucking talking about making a post like pickles for president, and she got fucking look at this fucking giraffe gif running across the fucking shit.
I seen the thing right after what was it, Infinity Wars? I think Avengers Infinity Wars came out.
Put a fucking hot tub with a dude in it.
It might have been Endgame. I don't know, one of those two. After that movie, man. They fucking I seen this person was like Thanos for president or some shit.
Yeah, Thanos for president, right?
And I fucking put that as my profile picture for a while.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But yeah, but whenever I see him fall, I just turn it around, walk straight to the bathroom. It was like maybe 15 minutes till my shift was over anyways. So I'm just gonna sit in here rest the fucking shift. Hilarious. And then I'm gonna fucking get done after I hear everybody walking by or whatever after they start clocking out. I'm gonna go out there, clock out, turn around, leave. And it literally scared the shit out of me. I went in there and actually shat. I wasn't just hiding the whole time. And then fucking that was like the end of the week or whatever. I don't remember how many days I worked that week. Most of the time we worked 6 days. But I remember that was the last day of that week, and I had the next day or two off. And then I went to work the next time I went to work, that Monday or Sunday or whenever it was.
You alive?
I know I was staying in line or whatever because we had to get our earbuds out of the tool shed room or whatever. And I was waiting in line, and I just happened to see him walk by, and I was like, "Am I seeing a fucking ghost?" I mean,
you know for sure he died.
I mean, he just fucking walked by like nothing fucking happened. He wasn't fucking acting sore or anything.
He was like,
"The fuck."
Oh my god!
I was like, okay, at least he didn't die.
I like how you didn't know until you came back to work.
No, I didn't.
I didn't hear nothing. So, he's here. Yeah, I guess he lived after all.
Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious.
I witnessed a lot of people out there get seriously injured.
Did you ever hear anybody ever actually getting fucking for real hurt? Like,
yeah, for real hurt out there. Yeah, I one dude. Like I said, those walls are like 13, 15 feet. Like just the wall itself.
Ridiculous.
And in my department, like when you hang that front and back of it, you have to climb inside that wall all the way up to the top and weld it or whatever. So they just have these beams running lengthways in the walls, and you kind of go up. It's like every 2 or 3 feet up. So you'd have to just kind of climb up those things and stand on them, kind of with your legs kind of straddling it.
Yeah, it's about that's gonna be a no.
3 feet wide, possibly. I mean, they're not that wide of walls, but I mean, pretty good size. With a bunch of beams and shit. And there's almost everybody out there were fucking probably druggies or alcoholics or some shit.
That's
and on Thursdays,
would be doing that job.
our fucking supervisor that I thought died was a fucking meth head. So I mean, he would go out in the parking lot and smoke meth in his fucking truck at break.
What the fuck? Most of the people, oh my god.
Yeah, most of the people were
you lucky you alive working that motherfucker.
He would fucking stand around when he wasn't having to fucking go and do shit. I mean, he was always kind of just shaking, twitching, and shit. Or whatever. When he wasn't doing that, he was standing there with his eyes literally rolled back in the back of his head, just the whole fucking time. I was like,
wow. What the fuck?
But no, there's one dude. Like most of them, we got paid Thursday night. Or it was supposed to be Friday, but I worked third shifts or second shift. There was only 2, but overnight, 6 at night, 6 in the morning. We'd get paid when we go in.
Bye, Aphrodite said she got to go do her breathing treatment. Yeah, we are brilliant. This is true.
And fucking oh yeah, we'd get paid Thursday night, and then at lunch, or our lunch break was usually at midnight. A lot of people would leave, run up to the gas station and cash their check, and then buy a bunch of alcohol, come back, sit in the parking lot and drink, and go back to work drunk after lunch on Thursdays. Well, this dude that I worked with, his nickname was Cocktail. Because he used to be a fucking bartender or something before he started working out there. They gave everybody fucking nicknames. I was Subway since I used to work at Subway and always wore my Subway shirts while I was out there. But his name was Cocktail. I don't remember what his real name was. I think Calvin or some shit.
Nice. That kind of works.
Maybe. I don't know. But, he fucking climbed up there at the very fucking top welding. And it's very unsafe. The safety guy didn't fucking care what you did. If you got fucking hurt because you wasn't following safety protocols, the company's not reliable, so he didn't fucking care. Type ordeal.
Wow.
So half the guys out there would not wear their hard hats or their safety glasses or anything. And this dude's fucking like 15 feet, 13, 15 feet, somewhere in there, welding, drunk. His foot slips. I think he said he went to turn, do something, and he fell backwards. His leg got caught in between the beams because they're not flush against the wall because there's other supports. So he fucking got caught by his knee, basically, when he slipped down. He went backwards, and they have stiffeners running through the bottom of the floor, which is basically like a metal stud because the floor itself is like 2 layers thick. And those are exposed on the inside where the walls are, because that's what we weld the walls to. And he smacked the back of his head on it and busted it open. And they had to call an ambulance, and they rushed him out of there or whatever, and there's blood all the way through that factory.
Good Lord.
There's another time one of the guys, I think he was accident prone. He got hurt multiple times. One time, he went to plug up some of the bogies that we used to lift up the boat to move it to the next department or whatever, because like on train track type things, we had these little buggies we pushed, and we had to plug it up. It was a little hydraulic lift jack thing, and it was big as cord's about that big or so, and he plugged it up, and there's a lot of water there in those tracks a lot of times, and it fucking electrocuted him and threw him back at least 5 feet or whatever.
What
easily.
the dude?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I refused to plug those things up when it had been fucking raining and shit.
He was like, nah, I ain't trying to die, go out that way, man.
I was like, nah. I'll help y'all push those buggies back there, but I gotta go do something else.
I'll
let y'all plug those in.
That's fucking hilarious.
I ain't trying to die today.
Nope.
And another time he was inside the things, because a lot of times the frames on the inside of the walls, we had to weld them. They had a couple, I think 5 in each, what we called tanks, which is a section of wall or whatever. And there's like 4 or 5 in each tank, if I remember correctly. And they would be welded up against the stiffeners that's run through the floor to help, kind of for support and stuff.
Right.
And now then, when they hang the walls, they set them straight down and then move it over a little bit, try to get flush, which causes some of the frames to bend, causes some of the stiffeners to bend. So we have to get torches, cut them loose, heat them up until they're, really wet red, so we can bend them easily and all this shit. And we had little hand jacks where you had a pump. And on the inside of the tanks, we use, I think it was like a 5-ton or a 10-ton jack.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what it is. It wasn't very big, maybe that big, a little bit bigger or something. But he was in there, and most of them weren't long enough to reach from one stiffener to the other to push over. So we had to get extensions. And we had normal extensions that were meant for the jacks you put on, but they would always get lost, or somebody would decide that wasn't long enough, so they start welding extra pieces of metal on the back end of it. And half the people out there didn't know how to fucking weld, it looked like, just looking at the welding. Wow. Especially in my department, because my department, I was classified as a fitter instead of a welder.
Yeah, right.
So whatever we welded, the next department would weld back over. So our welds didn't have to be that great. It just had to hold long enough for it to get to the next department. Wow, so a lot of them didn't know how to fucking weld.
Obviously.
And this dude was in there, and he had a fucking long ass fucking extension welded on it. And I think it had been welded like multiple pieces. It wasn't just one on it to make it that long. It was like 3 or 4. He was jacking, and I guess he didn't cut the frame high enough for it to move over easily. And he was having a hard time with it. And then the fucking welds on that thing fucking snapped back, came back, hit him in here. He knocked out, I think, 1.5 teeth. His teeth went through his lips and all this shit. And he just, like, right after it happened, he got up and just left without telling anybody that it happened, and went to the fucking hospital to fucking get stitches and all this shit. And then they threatened to fire him because he just left. He's like, I was in shock. I just knew I needed to go somewhere and do something.
I need to go to hospital.
Yeah, he came back a couple of days later. He had like stitches, like looked like little teeth lines all the way up and down his upper lip.
Wow, dude. No, fuck that, dude.
It's like, fuck.
I mean, I never got seriously injured. All these dudes here probably they look like you, did they?
Yeah, I was like, I never
Y'all
got seriously
crazy.
into
It's no way, man. Fuck that. But they all was high and shit anyway, so they probably
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, this is fun, man.
I got minor scrapes and things or whatever, working in a factory around
Yeah,
metal
well,
and
you
shit.
probably the only one that was sober.
Yeah, there was one other guy in my department that was sober, but everybody else, my
Everybody else
department
was
had like
on
I
some
think
kind of
20
drug or
people.
liquor. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, my department was 20 people, just my department, and me and one other guy was the only people that didn't smoke, drink, do meth, whatever.
Good Lord, no.
I seen a
They was
dude.
just waiting to die with that
I
shit.
seen a guy. He didn't work there very long after I started there, but he did cocaine off the metal on the inside of the tank. Yeah, I was like, and there's like metal shavings on there from where people's cut and the slag from welding and shit.
Because what the fuck?
Yeah,
wow, he pretty stupid anyway. He's fucking cocaine and shit. So this motherfucker gonna take metal too? Wow.
I
This
guess.
motherfucker that snort
Trying to be
anything out
Iron
of his
Man.
shit. Yeah, he about to turn down. What the fuck? Wow, this guy.
The worst I
Aphrodite
ever got
laughing and shit. She's like, what the? I know, man. Wow, some crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, fucking. The worst I ever got. I stabbed myself with a welding wire, like as it was hot, and it went almost all the way through my shoulder. Like,
good
literally.
God, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, there's a thing. It's called a hot tack, which you turn the fucking wire speed up really fast, and you turn the heat on the welder up really high, so it melts really fast. Which faster the wire speed is, harder it has to be. Otherwise, it's not going to melt. So it's just going to ball up and shit. So you do that, and then you just weld like a little circle, like a little dot, maybe back that big or whatever, wherever you want it, and it will stay hot long enough for you to grab a hammer and hit the metal to push it down. So if the metal's like on top of something, but it's like kind of bends up and it doesn't want to bend down very well, you just weld it right there, hit it with a sledgehammer, and by the time you hit it, it's kind of cold enough to keep it from coming back up. Well, we was doing that on that front. It might have been the back where we was hanging that wall where it meets the bottom, or whatever it's called, the butt seam. We was welding that, and then we was trying to level it out a little bit because it wasn't quite level. It was kind of a little wavy. So I was trying to flatten it. So I was welding, and another dude had a hammer, and I'd do a hot tack. I'd kind of lean back, and he'd sling the hammer down, hit it, and I'd do another one. And once I never wore my welding hood. I wore my hard hat, but I didn't wear my welding hood. I always held it in one hand and the welder in the other, or whatever. Especially inside those tanks and the walls or whatever. If you had it up, it sticks out, and then try and turn around, it kept hitting things, and I got tired of it, so I was like, fuck it. But so I had it in my hand, and I was welding, and once I got done welding, I went to lean back for the dude to come back, and I noticed he was already like mid-swing. He didn't fucking hardly wait. So I just kind of leaned and rotated, and I guess I rotated my hand enough that the wire that was sticking out of the welder that was really hot went into my shoulder, and right when I felt that heat, I like tensed up and pulled the trigger, and it, shot the wire out even more, so it went through my shoulder almost.
Good God!
It didn't go all the way through, but yeah, it was like it was pretty close. And I passed out like probably 20 times after that.
Oh my God!
I know that hurt. I was like, oh my God! I started getting lightheaded, and I just kind of laid down or whatever. And then the dude's like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, just give me a minute." And next thing I know, the dude's like straddling on top of me, just looking over me. He's just big old, close to 300-pound fucking beer guy.
That's gonna kill you if not.
Looking at me, I like wake up. I was like, he's like, "Don't be going to sleep." I was like, "Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute."
Nah, motherfucker, I'm fucked up.
I was
what
like,
you mean?
Yeah, I was like, just I need to go to the fucking safety room or whatever. And so,
After that, he was like, "You making me gag during my treatment, Lordy Lord. Okay, I have to go for good now. See y'all next time. See you after that. Crazy ass. This crazy ass guy with crazy ass stories, man.
Yeah. But so I got up and went to get out of the boat. Which once you're inside the boat, you have to climb stairs going over the fucking wall. So another 13 feet worth of fucking stairs, just straight metal. Because and I fucking get part way up, I start getting lightheaded, so I start trying to run up the steps and almost trip a little bit, so I can get to the very top, so I don't worry about passing out and falling all the way back down.
Oh my God!
I get to the very top and just lay down on top of the wall and pass out there, and I get up and I start going, and I have to go down the stairs because I'm up on a catwalk at that point, so I have to go down the stairs going back down to the actual floor, and I'm part way down, and I do pass out, and I tumble all the way down.
God.
I wake up or come to, or whatever. And my supervisor, the one I thought died, the meth head dude, he's walking by, and he's like, "You okay?" I was like, "I just passed out like 5 times and fell down these stairs." He's like, "You need to go to the safety room." I was like, "That's where I was headed." He's like, "Can you walk?" And I started standing up. I was like, "No, I don't know." So he just picked me up and tossed me over his shoulder like a fucking bag of potatoes and just fucking carried me like a G.I.
I'm wounded here. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, he just fucking carried me. I was like, what the fuck? I look like a little kid. Just
dangling on this motherfucker's shoulder. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that dude used to crack me up.
Oh my
and
god,
like I said, he used to do meth. I don't know if he does it now. But when I worked there, I started working there, let's see here, 2010. So I was 20 and worked there until 2013, until I was 23. When I started working there, I was 20, and I thought this dude might have been like 40s, 50s. I mean, he had the big, bushy beard, a lot of wrinkles. You know, he looked pretty old. Find out he was like 4 or 5 years older than I was. So he's like 24, 25 at that point.
Oh, my boy been doing drugs for a minute, though.
He's
been tearing his ass up.
I was like, yeah. But he could not stay still. And when I first started working there, I thought I was doing something wrong because I'd start welding those tanks, and he'd come in and he was like, "Subway." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You need anything?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Okay." And now then he would just get in there and not even ask me. He was like, Give me that welder. Give me your hood." And he would just take it from me and start doing my job for me. And when I first started working there, I was like, "Am I doing something wrong?" So, you know, I never welded before.
What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I was like, I never welded before.
Dude, he was high, man. He needed to do something to burn it off, man.
And I was like, what? I was like, am I doing something wrong?
That meth was like,
and he would never say anything. He would just
snort.
Yeah, he would just weld for 5-10 minutes for me, and then just hand it back and just get out without saying anything. I'm just like, that's what I was doing. I don't see what I was doing wrong here. And then finally, I just learned it was just him needing to do something, and he could not stay still while he's welding or cutting with a torch. I mean, he would try to cut, and he'd be like doing this, but somehow that motherfucker would cut a straight fucking line. I was like, how the fuck can you do this? I can't fucking put the torch on the side of the fucking wall and use that as a fucking guide and cut that straight of a fucking line.
Well, you know, you good at something. I guess you're good at it even when you fucking high.
Yeah. But yeah, we used to fucking crack up because he'd be welding on the ground. And he'd be like spinning in circles around where he's welding and shit. Where he's welding.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we started fucking with him after I realized that he was just needing something to do. Because we'd hang those fronts, and now then we'd have to get the 55-ton jacks to jack over the walls and shit and try to line it up. And fucking one time I did that, and we take what we call an iDog, which is a big chunk of metal with a circle in it.
Yeah.
You weld something, then you usually hook like a hook or something on it. But we'd have some of those with little notches cut out of it, so we can put the fucking jack in between it and the wall to jack over the wall. And we'd weld those on there and do that, and then afterwards we'd cut it loose. And I had fucking done that and was already done. And he came up to me. I think somebody had already took my jack after I got done with it because we didn't have that many. And I was finishing up something else, and he came up to me. He's like, "You need a jack? You need me to help you with this?" I just looked at him, then looked back at the thing, completely done. Looked back at him, I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right," and then he takes off. I just like laugh, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I finish up whatever I was doing, grab my stuff, and walk around and go up the catwalk and start walking across the top. And then notice he's over there with the fucking iDog again and the jack. Welds the iDog on there, puts the jack on there, starts pumping it over, trying to jack over something that's already welded. And then he just stands there and just kind of looks at it for a minute, lets the jack off, cuts the thing off, and just walks off. I was like, it took you that fucking long to realize it was already done.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're done with this.
We are done, but we had story time after DL's crazy ass.
Gave you a little extra.
Yeah, you got a little extra. Enjoy. You can't solve that one. I'm just telling you now. Oh my god.
See you tomorrow.
So everybody, thanks for being here with us to watch this crazy solving case. We did solve it, and DL told us a crazy ass story that nobody's will ever be able to solve. And we'll see you next time. We'll be here again at some point.
Later.
Bye.